All right, we're
Hey,
live.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Al here, Chance on the other end, and we are testing StreamYard.
Yeah. We
So,
were just
in case,
on, and for some reason it didn't populate to Facebook, to Al's Nostalgia Rewind Facebook group. So we're checking that out.
did it populate? Is it there?
I'm looking. There's a delay. I bet it is.
Let me check.
Yes, I see. I just got the notice. We're live in Nostalgia Rewind. Happy New Year. I see it.
Are you going to put it on your page?
I can. Yeah, I'll share it right now.
You don't have to.
20 people.
Anyway, this is a test. I use
Let me share it to the
OBS
public.
mainly software for a podcast, but Chance got StreamYard, and so I thought I would get StreamYard, test it out, and see how I liked it. In case Chance can't come over here, we can do this, right?
It's great. Isn't technology great? Man.
Well, once you learn it, it's easy to use. OBS is very good software, but it can be a little complicated.
And we also sent our friend Tom Williams the link. He hasn't
Yeah,
responded. He might be busy with his better half or something, or he might be working. I don't know.
or you might be
But
asleep.
he's invited. Oh, he might be asleep. Yeah, he's invited. That's for sure. You're gonna love StreamYard, buddy. I'm telling you. But you're keeping OBS, right? The other
Oh
software
yeah,
you
I'll
got.
keep OBS. Yeah, I'll use both of them.
I want to try
I'll
something.
use this if I have to do a one-on-one with somebody for an interview, or have you can't come over because of traffic or weather or whatever. If we do a show, then we can just do it this way.
I didn't have my mic on. Now it's on. I had the wrong.
No, I heard you the whole time.
Well, and I'm sure you could, but I turned not as clearly as you can now. I bet. I had my board turned off, and I just turned it back on, and I had you anyway. Cool. So now it should sound a lot better.
Well, there's two people watching. Me anyway.
Check.
Anyway, shoot, I'm going to move the camera eventually, but it's just a test. I got it sitting over here. But
I don't want to rehash. We were just live a minute ago, but it didn't go on Facebook, so we restarted. But what were we talking about? Aquaman 2. You have no desire to see that. I liked it.
Well, me, you, and Tom went and saw Aquaman, the first one at the Plaza. It was okay. I mean, I may see it eventually, but not right away.
There's a gross out scene. I already reviewed this on my show, The Nostalgic Pod Blast, but I'll just say it's not a big spoiler, but there's a post-credit scene after the main end credits roll, the director, the stars, and all that, where Aquaman's brother eats a cockroach on a hamburger. It's disgusting. They call it
I'm not into eating bugs.
I'm not either, man.
But if you watch any Dracula movies, Renfield, his assistant.
What about Papillon, the prison movie with the eat bugs?
They eat bugs.
Disgusting. Dustin Hoffman and Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. Yeah, Papillon was good. I saw that in the theater a long time ago.
I like that movie. I love classics like that and Bridge on the River Kwai.
What did you do for New Year's? We'll go back to. I didn't do anything. In fact, I hadn't left the house all day. Look at this. I'm still in sweatpants.
Don't take your pants off.
Yeah, I won't do that.
I'm in my boxer shorts, but I'm not going to.
But I haven't left the house all day except to take Sonny out to do his business.
Cold.
That's it.
You didn't miss anything. Although I found $300 today. 3 $100 bills at an ATM.
You're always finding money. You want to share?
I'll take you to lunch. You and Tom. How about that? I'll spread the wealth.
I found $20 in the theater one time on the floor. Somebody dropped.
I find money a lot at Costco. I found a $100 bill. I found a $50 bill.
I take that back. I did find $10 one time. I was at a Kroger. Somebody didn't get their change out, and I went up there, and there was $10 laying there.
Was it Richard Pryor? One of the major stand-up comedians had a bit about, you ever look for money and pretend like you're not looking at the ground? Whenever I go to the Georgia State Fair, I always find money there too. Wherever there's large cash transactions, and there's wind blowing.
I guess it falls out of people's pockets.
Yeah, on roller coasters or something.
Yeah.
And I found a $100 bill at another ATM another time, a different ATM.
Right.
Than the one I found this at today, the $300. But yeah, man, you're starting out right. We made it. We survived 2023, and I lost a lot of friends I've been very depressed. I'm
Oh, I
only
wonder
now
why.
starting to accept it.
Why did you lose friends?
Well, Jason Wood, who offered to cut your hair, friend of the show.
You mean passed away?
Real people. I'm not talking about celebrities.
Oh,
People I know in my
thought
real
people lost
personal
friends
life.
because they got mad at you or something.
No, Shanna Lee. She died in a damn hot tub. She was a great friend. Beautiful lady.
Oh,
And a mother of 2 young teenage high school students. It's terrible. Anyway,
well, that's terrible.
yeah.
Well, we lost a lot of good people in show business. And one of my, in fact, I'm going to do a show on Ryan O'Neal. He was, to me, a real movie star. He started
Right.
out on a TV series called Peyton Place in 1964. And of course, went on to be a pretty big movie star. And I like a lot of his movies. And so I was going to do a show on Ryan O'Neal. But there was a lot of good people in the business that passed away.
I talked about that on my little solo show, The Nostalgic Pod Blast with Sarah. A lot of people. Cindy Williams died. What about Shecky Green? He died yesterday. Remember
He died
him?
yesterday.
Yeah.
I like some of his comedy stuff. He was okay.
He did 2 Fall Guy episodes. I have them on film, of course. That wasn't the best part of his career, clearly, but he was funny in it. He played a smart ass guy trying to rip off the mob.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have some really good Fall Guy one sheet posters.
Ooh.
They look cool.
Hello? Did you give anybody anything for Christmas?
My love.
What the hell does that mean?
My love.
Is that a line from a movie or something?
No, I guess it's my love. Sonny came back in. He's laying on the floor. Anyway, folks, we're just testing. This is just a bunch of
we didn't prepare anything. We're just
BS going on.
Yeah. Let me see if Tom responded. Nope. He must be busy.
Yeah.
I want to eat a Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Yeah, I went and played Scrabble with Mom. She made black-eyed peas. Gave me a batch of black-eyed peas for good luck with
Well, I had
cornbread and
black-eyed
chili.
peas today. I had lots of food here that I fixed, so I had those.
A lot of people hate black-eyed peas.
I like them,
I like the band too, the Black-Eyed Peas.
but I make my own. I buy them raw and then boil them and make my own. They're good.
Well, Mom makes really good. Although she's probably not watching this, a little too salty.
Are you eating?
I'm eating a Kit Kat bar.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eat in your ear. So I'm hoping it's a good year. And one thing I'm going to do is avoid the news on the 6th of this month. I don't want to put the month and the date together. You know what I'm saying? The media, it's going to be a media gasm of BS. And
Right.
I do not. I'm so sick of. They're trying to deflect from the real issues of inflation and everything that's going wrong in this country.
Well, we watch
Immigration,
politics,
why-
but I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
watched the news in a week, and I
Illegal.
watch TV shows and movies. I just get tired of the news. Yeah,
I quit
I'll watch the
watching
weather or something.
It makes me sick.
Yeah, that's about it.
I listen to radio though. I'll listen to the radio guys.
You always listen to the radio. I don't listen to the radio much anymore unless it's satellite radio.
One of Shannon Burke's former co-stars in Florida Man Radio Network died, and he was hilarious. He was a very talented guy. Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson was his on-air identity.
He worked
He worked part-time.
at the same station in Florida.
Yeah, and he was well known in the Florida area, like Orlando, but he would create songs. He did like Jim Gossip, but his songs, he would play a lot of instruments. He would play a keyboard, and I know Burke said he's on social media. He's going to do a tribute to him tomorrow on his show.
Right.
He's on 3 to 7.
How old
Florida
was
Man
he?
Radio.
How old was he?
I don't know. He's probably close to 70.
Oh.
Apparently he had substance abuse issues. One of Burke's former producers, Jeff Adams, had posted that he had issues, I think with alcohol and maybe illegal drugs, but I don't know. I didn't know the man, never met him.
Well, when you abuse your body, it can take a toll on you.
Look what happened to Kara Stockton.
Yeah. Too much fun, which is booze or drugs or whatever, if you call it fun, is not good for you.
Well, that's why it's called drug abuse. You're abusing.
I worked with a
your
guy in
liver.
radio one time. I won't give you his name. He was actually older than I was at the time, and his health was not very good. And he told me, he said, because he traveled with bands. He was a manager. He did the circuit with bands and stuff. And he said, if I'd have taken better care of myself, he said, I would not be in the situation I'm in. Somebody just texted me.
Oh, that was you. Well, it wasn't Tom Williams because he has it set to sound like a choo-choo train going woo woo when he texts you. Who texted you?
Oh, Norm just texted me. My friend Norm. He said he just woke up. He's in a recovery mode. That's whatever,
He must have heard the word booze and it was like
I
radar.
guess he had too much booze in recovery mode.
Everyone did.
Whatever. Yeah, let's see.
Is Norm watching?
What he said.
What did you tell me?
He said, "A strange night as found roommate on the bathroom floor."
Oh, I like Norm. He's a talented guy.
He's an IT guy.
Yeah, he was your former neighbor. He lived the house he used to live in burned to the ground. Remember, we were live when that happened back in, was it 2020?
It was before COVID.
It was 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2019 is when it was. Yeah,
there was a guy renting it who was smoking weed, and he caught the curtains on fire, and it burned the house down.
Well,
that guy.
They rebuilt it. It's okay now. So
yeah,
but that was
But that was sad because we thought the dog was going to make it, and then the dog died. God, that's such
the dog didn't make it. That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, Sonny was in here, but he left. I don't know what he did.
You're always losing track of your pup, that Cocker Spaniel. I love Sonny.
He's 10 years old. Yeah, he's a good dog.
Hang on, I'm going to get my little bunny rabbit. She'll make a little cameo appearance.
You going to get your rabbit?
Yeah. You got something you got something you can talk about? Is anyone commenting or anything? Let me look at Facebook.
Let me look.
Because it'll take me a minute to get her out of the
There's
cage.
people watching. I have no idea who they are. Let me look at Facebook and see while you're gone.
Well, I won't go until let me see if if anybody's out there. Everyone's busy. No comments. Ryan O'Neill. Somebody did a laugh. Reacted. John Eric Booth. Who's he?
Oh,
John Eric Booth. Is he a radio guy or?
Yeah. Is he on?
Yeah. Well, he reacted. Like I said, he did a smiley face.
He's a great guy, John Eric, and he's a great singer.
There's 15.
He's kind of like Ryan DeHughes. He's a crooner. He's also John Eric. He's a big pinball collector. You should see his pinball machine collection and his jukebox collection.
Holy smokes!
It would just blow you away.
Like Merle did on The Walking Dead.
John Eric Booth is on. Mark Fredo, Jeff Logan.
Jeff Logan.
Jerry Dobson is watching.
Hey, Jeff. Jerry Dobson from Nostalgia World.
Yeah.
He runs a Facebook group. Are you on Nostalgia World on Facebook, Al?
No, I guess I need to join.
Yeah, I think there's like 7. No, he's got more members than I do, I think.
Yeah.
Emily Miller. Oh, she's commenting on a post. Okay.
Somebody did a thumbs up. That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we're testing out systems. Al actually spent some money. He got StreamYard software. I
got a deal. I got a deal on StreamYard for $10 a month. Normally it's 20. They gave it to me for 10 a month.
You're gonna love it, and you're keeping OBS, the other software. Nobody cares.
The OBS software is free anyway.
It is,
but I use Restream on OBS just to restream on other platforms.
I dumped Zoom. Zoom was not very user friendly, but they are so kind. Like they let you. Some companies won't let you cancel, like XM Radio, or they fight and they try to lie and trick.
Jesse Hancock is watching. Jesse's a good guy. He's a radio guy.
We met him. Remember, we gave him a tour of the radio station.
Yeah, Jesse and I worked over at 1010 WGUN before it was before it became the station that you worked at and I worked at.
Right.
It was a gospel station, 1010 WGUN.
And we went to Firehouse Subs with him too. Remember?
Yeah.
We ate lunch with him. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, Jesse used to have He used to have a radio station. He streamed.
Jesse, I hope you're doing all right. I know you lost a loved one not too long ago, and I hope
Yeah, his girlfriend. She
you're
was really
coping with that.
sweet. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was several years ago, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I had so
Anyway,
many
Jesse, how
personal.
you, hope you're doing okay. Hope
personal
you had a good New
losses.
Year. What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean, go ahead. I didn't mean to overtalk
No,
over
I
you.
just said I hope Jesse had a good New Year. It's like, I know he did.
So many people died. It's so sad. Shanna Lee, God, she was such a sweet person. And then Jason Wood, who offered to cut your hair, he called into the Pod Blast several times when I was
Yeah, he was
solo
gonna
and
get- he
with
was-
you and with Tom.
He was going to give me a free haircut.
He went to a Gossett show a year ago with my friend Hunter.
Oh,
That was really the first time I met him. He went to my high school, but I never really knew him in high school. But
Yeah, I
he
met
saw
Hunter.
the Pod
Yeah.
Blast. He realized, oh
Yeah.
wait, I remember. He remembered me from Riverwood. I didn't remember him, and that was the first time I'd ever really seen him. Was a year ago. And now he's dead. It's terrible. Sorry, I just screamed in your ear. I saw you win.
and a friend of mine is watching in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Hey, what's his
She's
name?
watching. If I can pronounce her name, it's
Oh, it's a her.
Georgine. Pardon me, Georgine. It's Gurganus.
Oh, I'm gonna change my
Georgine-
camera shot.
Georgine is her first name, and
Look how
her
ugly.
last name is Gurganus. Anyway,
Look at the screen. I changed my camera shot.
Happy New Year. Well, let me see.
Look at me.
We can actually see you instead of the top of your head.
I'm gonna change it back. I look too
No,
ugly.
leave it like
I got
that.
bedhead. I got bedhead, man. All right, I'll put it back.
Yeah. Well, I got gray hair. What are you talking about?
I showered before I went to sleep, but that was a long time ago. I look like crap. Let me get it.
I do too. Like I said, I haven't dressed all day long. I stayed in my sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I went and played Scrabble
I
with Mom. We played
didn't even shower today. What?
TMI. We play Scrabble once a week, and I love word games. I love games and game shows that deal with words like password. I don't know. I've always been good with the English language, if I say so myself.
You want to see?
And I love Scrabble.
He just came in.
And since I started playing Scrabble, hey, Sonny.
There's Sonny.
Since I started playing Scrabble, I can solve those Wheel of Fortune puzzles like no tomorrow. When I'm watching at home, like before the contestants, I'm like,
Yeah.
I see the words, I see the solutions. I think that Scrabble's opened up my mind a little bit.
I haven't played
in that
Scrabble
regard.
in a long time. I played it years and years ago. I
And
haven't
you
played it
also
in a long
use
time.
mathematics too, because you have to add the points, and double score, triple letter, double word.
Kim Ponder's watching.
Hey, Kim Ponder, Noonan, Georgia. I saw
And
her not too long ago at
Georgine-
Moby's
Geor-
funeral.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Dorjean said Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said? Kim Ponder attended Moby's funeral, which you did not. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. Al.
well,
I'm-
it was sad about Moby. I worked with him for so long over at Kicks. And he really made Kicks a lot of money back in the day. But it was real sad that he passed away.
absolutely.
I'm really good friends with his son, Jonah. Jonah's grown now and got a family of his own. But when I met Jonah, he was like 8 or 9 years old. But he's grown and got his own family. I think he lives in Alpharetta. So
Yeah, he spoke. He had awesome words to say about his dad.
he was great.
It was a
He
wonderful
did
service.
the Scotchman song. I saw it on. I didn't make it, but I watched it live because they streamed it. But
That's
he
good
did
that you
the
watched
because every Friday Moby would do the Scotchman song, and
Right.
and then his son sang it. Did a great job with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was real popular.
And there were so many police in attendance, and they had the horses. It was quite a send off.
Yeah.
And same with Mike Brooks. When Mike Brooks passed away, that was a good service too.
Now, Mike Brooks was a good guy. I didn't know him as well as I knew Moby because I worked with Moby, the whole time he was at Kicks, and he was
You
there
were his
for
producer. You were the original producer for
the
Moby.
original producer. Yeah, he was there for 13 years, I think, something like that. But yeah, then but he was a good guy.
Absolutely.
He was a good morning guy.
Funny. And he was in that movie Talk Radio. He had a small
Talk
speaking
radio,
role.
he was.
Do you ever see that movie? That's a creepy movie
I saw it a long time ago. I haven't
about a
seen it in a long
stalker
time.
stalking an on-air, like a shock jock Howard Stern type.
Right.
Yeah, I have it on DVD. Oliver Stone directed that.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Stone's whacked out, man.
Well, he hasn't
On
done a
drugs.
movie. He hasn't done a movie in a long time.
I like JFK. He's done a lot of good movies and strange movies too, like Born on the 4th of July, Tom Cruise back in the 80s, late 80s.
I saw that at the Terror Theater when it came out.
No fooling. Well, I wish you'd seen Aquaman 2. Nobody wanted to see that movie. You and Tom said, well, I'll see Wonka, but I don't want to see. And I tried to get some listener buddies like Scooter and Shane B. Neither one of those fellas really wanted to go.
I want to go see The Boys in the Boat, George Clooney's new movie. It's based on a true story. It's based on a book, true story. It's about rowing competition.
Oh, okay. Well, you would have liked Aquaman 2. It was very visually cool. You know, like when we saw that Godzilla movie in 2019.
Well,
Not the new one, but the
you
one.
know, critics
Why-
haven't been very kind.
Well, the critics never are kind to sci-fi.
Well,
fantasy,
I mean, everybody's,
comic
you know,
book.
opinions are like, you know, your
Right.
ass, and everybody's got one. But you know, I review movies, so I don't know. I'll see it at some point, I guess.
It would look good in Hardy Vision. I'm telling you. Like, and I heard good things about the latest Transformers movie. I never saw that. Did you see the latest Transformers movie?
No, I saw the first one.
I thought
Mark
it-
Wahlberg's in the first one. Actually, that's a good one.
Not the first one.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Shia
Or the
LaBeouf
second
was
one?
in the first one.
Who?
Shia LaBeouf. He was in the first.
Well,
Godzilla
Mark
Transformers
Wahlberg. I
movie.
have one on DVD that Mark Wahlberg's in. What?
He
that
is. Yeah, he's in it, but he's not in the very first one, unless I'm mistaken.
Oh, I thought it was.
That's
the
okay
first
though.
one.
I mean, I'm not knocking you. I'm just clarifying. But the latest one supposedly is pretty good. But I got COVID last summer, so I didn't even see the new Indiana Jones movie yet. And I have Paramount Plus. I should
You
stream
know,
it.
actually, that's a good movie. I didn't think
It's
I'd
on
like
Disney
it, but
Plus.
I did. But I did like it.
Well, you like movies with Nazis in them, typically.
No, I liked it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, see what Tom bought me the other day for a Christmas present.
I can't see it real good. It's kind of dark.
Oh.
Elvis?
Wait a minute. Let me turn a light on.
There you go. Does it say Elvis? Elvis.
A mug. It's a big mug.
Oh, I thought you said Tom Williams. Marty got you that.
No, Tom Williams bought this for me.
Oh, okay. I'm out of it. Okay. But your friend Marty's a huge Elvis fan.
Oh, yeah, he's a big old somebody.
He's
bought
gonna
me
be
that.
wrestling you for that.
He bought
guy
this
Marty.
at Cracker Barrel.
He left the price tag. That's kind of tacky on the
He
bottom.
did, didn't he?
Or did he cover it up with a marker?
No.
The price?
$8.99.
Yeah, you have no tact, sir. That's so crass. But I brought it up. That's
Nah,
nice. That's nice. He did. Now, what did you get Tom for Christmas?
well, he
Nothing.
he had to go. He wanted to get a rental car because he had to put his electric car in the shop, and so I took him to Hertz, and they didn't have one. When they said they did, we went to budget. They didn't have one. They said they did, so he ended up not getting a rental car, and so we just palled around and went to all these different places like Goodwill and Cracker Barrel and shopped, and then we went to these different places, and then we went and had lunch at
Barbecue, City Barbecue. See, I
City
know
Barbecue. It was
It's on your
good.
post.
It was
I like
good.
that Johnny Rockets we ate at. Johnny Rockets at the Phipps Plaza before we saw Godzilla.
Well, Johnny, well,
Zero.
I didn't want to eat there when we saw Godzilla -1, but because we went to
Johnny Rockets?
to
What?
Johnny Rockets at Six Flags over Georgia, and it was awful.
Of course.
It
And
was
just
terrible.
yeah, but PF Chang's it's awful as well. Those aren't like the real restaurants. Those are
Yeah, it was
facsimiles.
terrible. And I said,
Oh, they
But-
were it was absolutely
but the one at
disgusting.
Phipps Plaza was very nice. I got their chicken salad. It was very good. It was only $8.
High school buddy of mine's dad started that company. And remember they used to have one in Buckhead, right there near Far Road. And they had one in Sandy Springs that closed. There was one on Cobb Parkway that closed. I think it's next to what used to be a Tilted Kilt, which is gone too, I think, by Barnes and Noble. I can't believe Barnes and Noble's still in business because their prices are outrageous on everything.
Well,
DVDs, Blu-rays, books.
They've always
they're
been
expensive.
expensive.
I mean, in the
they've always
days,
been
I can see why Amazon's putting brick and mortars out of business. I mean,
Well, you know,
Can't
I
be
have not
downtown,
been to
right?
Phipps Plaza in a very long time, and that place has really changed over the years. Um, and the AMC Theater is pretty nice over there, but you know, Phipps Plaza is really kind of a snob mall. You know that?
It's kind of
It's
like the Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills
it's a
part
high
of
end
Buckhead.
place with really expensive shops and stores like Tiffany's, and it's just. But of course, people that live in that area have plenty of money anyway. But it's just a high end snobby mall.
You don't like nice things? I mean, what's
Oh
your beef?
yeah, yeah. But it's
What's
just
your complaint? What's your complaint
I'm
about
not
Phipps?
complaining. I'm just saying it's a snob mall.
I didn't see one single black person in there.
Shut up.
I'm kidding. Actually, I don't think I did, but you know, they had metal detectors everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I know that's a bad change. I mean, because of the crime and smash and grabs and things like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, anyway, it was good. You know, the
the
theater's
food was
nice.
great. You should have gotten the burger, but you got, and it was a good price. Let's talk about that real quick. Johnny Rockets, they'll probably raise the prices now that I've said this, but in this terrible economy,
Mhm.
you got like a huge salad with chicken tenders in it. It was like less than $7. I couldn't believe it. Very
Well,
good
the
value.
prices were reasonable. I give them that. But I had water. I didn't have a drink.
My
But
burger was $7, and it's like a thick patty, real, you know, not frozen. It's not like fast food garbage. I mean, that's a
but
good hamburger.
you eat too many burgers. You should eat more balanced food. I don't eat a lot of burgers. I like them all right.
Yeah, a lot of red meat isn't good for you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do eat a lot of burgers. In fact, yeah, I just got hamburger meat on the way home.
And too many
Wrapped
French
up.
fries.
Now
And
their
I love-
fries are good,
I
but
love French fries.
the malts are to die for at Johnny Rockets. They're so thick, like that's what she said. No, but it's a thick shake. I mean, I thought I allowed 30 minutes for that thing to melt. It still didn't melt. And the straws, though, I wish they had the straws like McDonald's. You know, McDonald's, they have those like big straws. Their straws were too thin at the Johnny Rockets. I sound
Well, I
like
read
people
where
complaining about
McDonald's
every little
their burgers are they're making them thicker now. They're not going to be so, I guess, thin or whatever, but they're making them thicker.
Well, they should bring back the McDLT, but let's face it, McDonald's burgers are not very good. They're frozen. You know, it's fast
Well,
food.
if I'm going to eat a fast food burger, I like Burger King.
Yeah, those are closing left and
But,
right.
but I don't like their fries, but I like their hamburgers.
What about the onion
Hey,
rings?
why do they call a hamburger where there's no ham on it?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about that?
No, it's all of a sudden you're Jerry Seinfeld over there. Why do they call a hamburger a hamburger? There's no ham in it.
There's no ham in it. Why does they call it a hamburger? Why don't they just call it a burger?
I don't know, but I like that
How did it start
hamburglar.
being called a hamburger? It's just it's just a burger.
I like the hamburglar, you know, that character.
Yeah.
And I like Blimpy from Popeye. He ate a lot of hamburgers in Cartoon Land.
Remember when Popeyes came
Blimpy. I
out with
called him
that
Blimpy. It's
chicken
Wimpy.
what?
I called him Blimpy. Wimpy's the guy's name that ate the hamburgers.
Oh, Wimpy. You know, he always said, for hamburger today, I'll repay you Tuesday or something like that.
Right.
For hamburger
Okay.
today, I'll repay you Tuesday.
I'll pay you tomorrow for a burger today. And speaking of Blimpy, man, there was a Blimpy near my parents' house, and it closed. They moved to Canton Road. Which is nowhere
they're
near-
all closing up. All the Blimpies are gone.
I like Blimpy. Now, the best sub sandwiches at Publix. I mean, the best value, best bread, French bread or sourdough
Now,
bread.
Publix does have a good sandwich. I have
Oh,
to give them
God.
that.
I love their sandwiches. But if I were to compare Blimpy and Subway, I'd pick Blimpy all day long. And Jersey Mike's is good too. And what's
I'm not
the
a
other
fan
one?
of Subway. I don't.
Firehouse Subs is pretty good, but it's kind of greasy. You know, their sandwiches are greasy.
What, Firehouse?
Yeah, greasy.
They're also expensive.
Well, they give back to the community of firemen,
No,
supposedly.
that's true. I like their turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
But one thing I like about Firehouse is they steam the bread.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And what's the other one? Jimmy John's. I like Jimmy John's. Turkey Tom. Hey, speaking of Tom, he just texted Coolio. Hey, all right, so he's up, so let's stay on a little bit longer. Join us, buddy. Are you watching?
We can call in.
Well,
He
yeah,
could
but
call.
it'd be
He could
funner
call
if he'd
my
on his
number,
phone.
or he could join on his phone. I
Join
guess,
on your
couldn't he?
phone. Hang on. Join on your phone or call. Hey, what's your phone number? I'll put it out there. The
What?
678 615. You don't remember.
678 615 7560.
7560. It's a momentous occasion, Tom. Al spent money. He got StreamYard.
Well, I told
The
him
thing-
I was going to check it out for $10 a month.
But the thing is, I'm not doubting your word, sir, but it has the StreamYard logo. At least I see it in the upper right corner. Do you see that?
I don't care about that.
Well, the paid version doesn't have that. The free version has it. So are you fibbing, sir?
Well,
about
no,
paying
if
free
you
money?
if you get a higher plan, it takes away, but who cares if it's up there, you know?
Be looking. If Tom tries to join, you will see something pop up on the bottom of your
On
screen.
the
Just
screen,
saying.
let me turn around and see.
He may be trying. I don't know, but you'll have to let him enter the studio. I texted him the current link.
Oh, there he is. Hang on a second. There he is.
There you go. Let him in. There he is.
There he is at the very
Tom!
bottom.
He's in the dark. Look at that. Hey, Brad. Al on the air said,
You're in the dark.
let him
Plus-
talk.
That's because I'm in the bedroom.
Oh.
TMI. I'm in my
said you
boxer
might.
shorts.
I said you might be asleep. It's like,
Well, I'm in the bed, and, and it's just the light of the iPhone that's showing me. So
and he doesn't have his glasses on either.
no, I don't.
Hey, Tom, Al showed us the cool Christmas gift that you gave him, that Elvis mug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he revealed the price. Now, I asked Al, what did he give you? Of course, that's a big goose egg.
Nothing.
He didn't get
I
me.
didn't say. I did not say nothing. I said my love.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
That was a weird thing to say, too.
Well, I mean, brothers and whatnot, friends, So that's why.
I'm going to change my camera shot real quick.
Yeah.
Or you can
I'm trying to get all sophisticated like Mr. Williams.
He changed his camera shot a while ago.
to.
It's just using my computer. But yeah,
Oh,
just
that
to have
looks,
some variety.
actually looks good. That looks good.
Yeah, I'm UGLY. I ain't got no alibi. I'm ugly. Well, man, Happy New Year, Tom.
Same to you. Happy New Year to you. Did you bring in the New Year podcasting, or what were you doing?
Yes. I did with Sarah, my new friend in Southern California. I did two shows. I did one Friday at 7 where I talked about the people we lost, unfortunately, in 2023 that are pop culturally significant. And then last night we did a New Year's Eve show. I wrapped, I think, around. Only went 2 hours. Only went 2 hours for me. That's lightweight. But
This.
Tom, I found cool stuff like Countdown. I counted down 60 seconds to 2024. And, it was not me, the clips. I found some really funny clips. And so.
Yeah, well, Al says it's real easy to bring in clips with using Steam yards. So, maybe it's the way to go. Who knows?
That's why we're on. Al actually spent money. He got a paid StreamYard account.
Yes,
Well-
$10 a month.
Well, see, they had a deal for Christmas. I saw it where you can get the $20 plan for $10 a month, but you had to sign up before a certain time. Well, I didn't do that, but they sent me an email saying that they would still honor that even after Christmas if I wanted. So I said, okay, I'll try it for $10, and it works out pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I can upgrade it, to a better plan, I suppose. But
Yeah.
for now, this is fine.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
So, Chance, you need to buy a boom arm from Amazon for about $30.
He
No,
does.
a boom arm. That's
Like a workout. Yeah.
that you can arm in and arm out. Just a thought.
That's a good thought.
Anyway,
Al, and Tom, I think you both would have liked Aquaman 2. I won't go on my soapbox. I'll leave it at that. It visually was pretty cool.
I like that shot of you, like now.
Yeah.
We all saw the first one together. We talked about it before Tom joined us in 2018 at the Plaza.
Plaza, right? Yeah, the Plaza.
Did you like the first one, Tom? I recall that you liked it
Yeah.
okay.
It was okay. It was okay. Al, didn't you like it? Okay.
No, I liked it. Was okay. I didn't dislike it. I think
Right.
it was a little too long.
Well, how was the second one?
It was good. Visually excellent. There was just one complaint I had. Ooh, have you already had your dinner, Tom? You probably have.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Aquaman's
Oh,
brother
yeah.
eats a cockroach on a hamburger. It was disgusting. But other than that, I was entertained. It was not boring. It was not Shakespeare, but it was not boring. It was good, I thought. Good big screen entertainment. And I found $300 today, starting the year off right at an ATM. 3 $100 bills.
Wow.
Now he said the next time he comes over, he would buy lunch from the Chinese
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, you should.
I did say that. And I said it tonight. I said,
Well,
I'm going to
he
share
needs
the
to
wealth.
share the $300. He needs to spend $100 on food and bring it over.
Well,
Well, maybe I
the China Moon is not
Yeah.
cheap, but they're good.
Mhm.
You know, but they're good. Well, I'll let you guys stream, and I'll watch.
Well,
and
you can stick around. You don't
Yeah,
have to
stick around
go.
unless you're tired or something.
I'm tired, and I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up and drop my car off at the dealership. I gotta be there at 7:30 in the morning. And
Are you going to at 7:30? Are you going to go back home after?
yeah,
I guess you will.
A speak chance. If you had a boom mic, you can say, if you look at what Al's doing, you can have it. You might.
I have a. In fact, I have a boom mic. I'm not even using.
Hey,
What
well,
time is
let's talk.
A
What?
boom.
A boom arm, he's saying.
I have a boom. It's not. I don't have the mic. I have the boom.
Yeah, but the boom arm that you can buy off Amazon would attach to your desk. You know, like mine, like the pieces I have on mine. So you know, it's just something to think about.
That would be great. This is like the only workout I get. I'm lazy, but it is a workout. I heard your cuckoo clock, Al. What's that,
Are you-
Tom?
Wearing headsets, Chance?
Yeah, I have one right here. I don't use it anymore, but I have Sony right here.
So how are you listening to us?
I got to say hi to Jim Rich. He's watching. Happy
Hey,
New Year,
Jim. Happy New Year. I can hear through speakers through my computer, Tom.
Is that the Jim Rich that used to work at Turner?
What?
Is that the Jim Rich that
Jim
worked at-
Rich. Yes, he's watching. Happy New Year, Jim.
Oh, wait, you didn't answer my question. Is
What?
that the Jim Rich that worked in audio at Turner?
Wait a minute. I can't. What'd you say?
Is that the Jim Rich? Why can't you hear me? Is that the Jim Rich that worked at Turner?
I think so. Jim, did you work at Turner?
Jim? Did
Yes.
you?
He just texted yes.
Well, Tom Williams here. Remember me?
Tom is here. Chance is here. Hey, Jim. Yep, that's him.
Yeah, I still got one of his
Was,
mugs that he gave me.
was he at Turner when I was there?
Yes, he was.
Ah,
Yes, he was.
I was there for 13 years.
I did many
What?
music searches with him, and Jim's a good guy. Jim's a good
Jim,
guy.
I see his post a lot on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
So, Chance, how
working at Turner was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed
are you
working there.
how
What?
are you hearing us, Chance?
Through speakers on my computer.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's very forgiving as far as feedback and whatnot goes. How's my audio sound? Because I'm just using my phone.
You sound fine.
I don't.
Really?
Why? Do you hear feedback or something?
No,
No, he's saying the
No.
opposite, actually. He's saying the audio is pretty good.
no.
Now, see,
audio's pretty good.
Now, how I have to listen to you guys is the speakers on my computer behind me. I had to turn them up because they don't come through the
Oh.
console. It doesn't come through the console, and I hear myself in the headphones. Now, what I'm going to do, I can plug headphones into the speaker over here by the computer. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
And I can do this. I can show you more of my collectibles. I can tilt this thing around. You see some films in the background.
Yeah.
My friend Carolyn Obram is watching. Happy New Year.
Wait.
Carolyn.
I've just seen something I've never seen in my life. Chance,
What's
Happy
that?
New Year, Carolyn. What?
is that film over there?
Yeah, 16 millimeter film racks.
Look at that.
I have all sorts of
He's-
shelves of films all
He's-
through my
he's-
place.
He's
in my
shown
house.
that before.
Look at that.
Not really.
I've never seen that. Wow, that's great. I should go down to my film room.
This is one of my film rooms, and then on the other side, I have VHS, which isn't so sexy as film, but
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's great.
more.
That's great. So anyway, so you brought in the New Year Chance doing a podcast with Sarah.
I did.
California.
We wrapped. I want to say around 8. I went for 2 hours, 5 to 6. Oh, I wrapped around 7:30 ish, before 8 o'clock, and we went live for about 2.5 hours. Oh, look, he's got our names up. Basil.
Ta-da!
And I like Sarah. She's been very, very helpful. And we also did one Friday night, and by the end though, I could tell she was drinking a little bit, and she was kind of interrupting me, and I got a little irritated. but it was still fun. Hey, and I want to do the show with you guys about the topic we talked about offline: TV actors who
Thanks,
quit
Carolyn.
hit shows to do movies and failed. Oh, and Basil, what did you have any memories of Shecky Green, who sadly passed away?
I
in age
know,
97?
I really don't like I thought I would, but I know I reposted your post about him because I was at work, and I know Gilbert Gottfried talked about him a lot on his show,
Mhm.
Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast, and Shecky Green was old Las Vegas comedy, and he worked a lot of the small rooms in Vegas and whatnot, and he even did some TV. He did some TV sitcoms back in the 70s and 80s, and but I never got close. I never met him. I never seeked him out to meet him when I was in Vegas many times. Have you seen? Not to change the subject, but have you seen Wayne Newton?
No.
Oh my gosh!
Samantha has a couple times, but I never have.
The poor guy just.
Wayne Newton has had so many facelifts, he looks like a freak.
Well, it's not so much that I'm talking about. It's just that he cannot sing anymore, like Paul McCartney can't really. His voice is played out. That's just like Perry Como in his last special from Ireland on PBS said. So as you get older, your repertoire gets bigger, and your pipes. And he did that, he did that with his hands. So, and he's right. Bing Crosby, you could tell his voice changed as he got older, and McCartney, but Wayne Newton. Oh my gosh! I mean,
Paul McCartney is letting his hair go natural now. It's like gray. He's not coloring it like he used to.
Yeah.
Well, Shecky Green, he was kind of like an insult comic, like
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, Buddy Hackett, and who else? I don't get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. He did 2 Fall Guys. Shecky Green. I have him on film, of course. He played the same character, a really obnoxious person. He had a lot of funny one-liners, kind of risque for television, actually. In the season 1 episode, he did. I mean,
he was on Hollywood Palace a few times. On Ed Sullivan, Toast of the Town, etc. But they all had to clean up their act for TV, and they weren't as funny. They were used to being blue, and when you gotta clean it up, when you're them, when you're that persona, it doesn't work out too good. And a prime example of that was Tootie from Car 54. Francis. He did an act, and they filmed it, and he was horrible. It was horrible. But at the same time, I've got a vinyl LP with him, original vinyl LP with him, dressed up in his police officer garb. The guy could sing. Believe it or not, the guy could sing, and he had a voice. Who knew?
Cool. Man, you should have been here earlier. Al was giving us some commentary about Phipps Plaza Mall, calling it a snob mall.
Well, it kind
Well, it
of
is Snob Mall.
is. It kind of is, but I like the theater. I like the movie theater there.
Well, the theater's nice. Even the one that we saw, Godzilla -1,
Yeah,
was
I
not
like
one
it.
of the larger theaters, but I
But I
liked it.
like
Just-
it.
It
the
was
seats are
intimate,
very
an
comfortable.
intimate
Yeah.
theater.
It's intimate. The seats were very comfortable, and the restrooms were close by for us older guys. And I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind going back to that theater. I would go to that theater over the Carmack 12 or the AMC that you like that I used to work at, Al. And
Oh yeah, I like the classic 12. Can I say something? Carolyn is watching, and we were talking about comedians and singers, and she mentioned that Johnny Mathis is still going very strong, and his
Yes.
voice is still very good, and that's right.
Yes.
He's got a great voice.
right, and Pat Boone I think can still sing too.
And Pat Boone, but my favorite song by Johnny Mathis is "The 12th of Never." That's his best song in my opinion. And he did a lot of great songs, but I really like that.
It's a shame you can't play it.
What?
It's a shame you cannot play it.
Oh, I know.
I
I've
should
got all of
introduce
his
you
music
guys-
on CD.
I
Yeah.
should introduce you guys to a newer friend of mine, Curtis. He interviewed Pat Boone recently on his podcast, the Retro Zest podcast.
Well,
About a month ago.
I interviewed Pat Boone years ago. It's on YouTube, but it's on Ryan DeHughes's YouTube channel, and it's got video clips of his movies and stuff. In fact, Tom, I think you were here when I did the interview with Pat Boone. Remember?
Yes, you were, and you did it for Music of Your Life.
What?
Your Music of Your Life show that you did it for, right?
Yeah. And Pat, he gave me his cell phone, and so I called him on his cell phone, and we did a nice chat with one another.
Well, you should give the number to Chance, and Chance, call him. Call him now. Just kidding.
Speaking of Ryan DeHughes, how cool is that picture that he posted from 2001 with Smothers?
Yes, that was very cool.
He was
I
the
had never
opening
seen
act
that
for the
picture
Smothers
before.
Brothers back in 2001.
Never knew that.
I had never seen that picture of Ryan DeHughes with the Smothers Brothers.
No,
I didn't know he met them.
He was their
Nothing.
opening act. How cool is that?
Yeah.
On a tour.
Yeah, that was very cool. That was very, very cool. Yep, that was very cool. I saw that and I went, "Whoa, where's Dickie?" Let's see. He took it with Dickie. He didn't take it with Tommy.
They were both in the picture.
Not the one I saw, but
Well, he posted a
No,
different one.
Tom and Dick Smothers were in the picture.
He's in the middle of them.
Yeah,
like a sandwich.
he was between the two.
Chance, I really like that camera angle a lot better than the one you've been using.
Thanks. I don't because it just accentuates my fat face. But thanks. I'll use it more when I'm live. This is the
It's
first time
better
I've
than
used
seeing the top of your head.
No, that's fine.
Let me see if I can switch it back. I need to get quick.
don't switch it back.
No, don't switch it back. I think it's.
All right, I'll put
I
it back.
don't like that. You need to
Popular
put it
demand.
back the other way.
That one's up close and personal and engaging.
The lighting is pretty good too. I've followed your lead at your fabulous studio, Tom, which is all packed away, but you had the best lighting. And I hope that studio comes back.
Are you still using that desk you got from me?
The what?
Chance.
Yes, the desk, the
Okay.
Turner desk. This is from Ted Turner's Superstation 17.
I
right?
had a desk in my spare room I wasn't using that came from Turner when they upgraded their office furniture. They were just giving desks away. That was a small one, and I brought it home. I've had it for years. But
I want to get another lock for it because you don't have the key. At least you
I
can't.
had a key for it, but I lost it. I don't know whatever happened to it.
Because I'm keeping some expensive comic books in one of the drawers, and I won't be able to lock it. So I'm going to buy another lock. But it's a nice desk. You only charged me $20 for it. What a steal!
Yeah.
Of course, it was free to you, but
Well, I had to lug it home.
yeah.
Well, you lugged it home when you were a much younger.
I was a lot younger. That was a long time ago.
And that's a great desk. I mean, things were built better back then than they
Oh,
are
they
now.
were.
They cut
Yeah,
corners, and all these apartment complexes going up. They're all made with cheap materials, and I don't want to get on my soapbox. Just everything, and I can't believe cars don't have spare tires anymore. That blew my mind when Tom told me that.
No, they don't.
What the heck?
Well, if they got a spare tire, it's one of those donut tires.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I beg to differ. Some cars do. But the
Well,
majority of the cars do not.
my Volkswagen Beetle's got a spare tire on it.
Look how old your Beetle is.
Well, it's true. It's 7 years old.
Okay.
But my car is 7 years old. But if I only have 50,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
I don't ever drive it.
Cart you around everywhere.
I'd rather you guys drive.
And in fact, you said the dealership was trying to buy your car back from
They
you
wanted to buy
Well,
it back.
that was
a year
back
ago.
then.
Yeah,
No.
back then.
No, it's a good car. I'm going to keep it. It's a 2016.
Tom, I'm glad you're going to deal with your car. I don't know if you want to say on the air. You've had some issues with the
Oh, yeah.
battery.
We're going to keep him. We're going to keep him awake. He's not going to go to yet, right?
Now the battery is just. I put it this way. I started with 100% charge when I left my house this morning.
Hmm.
Yeah.
By the time I got to work, I didn't have hardly any battery at all, and that's only 32 miles.
God.
And the car told me I could go 100 miles. So there you go. So
That's
it's got,
scary.
so it's got some problems, and
Not very reliable, that's for sure.
yeah, Nissan knows it and has bought cars back. And who knows? They might buy mine back. Who knows?
Did you look into the dealership my dad recommended in Woodstock?
No,
I mean, I know that's a long way from where you live, but
no, not
they
yet.
supposedly have the best prices
Well, what
for
I would,
Hyundai.
what I will for Kia.
Kia, that's it. Kia. I said Hyundai. I meant Kia. Yeah.
That's got an EV6.
Yes.
It's a nice car.
You want the EV9 though, right?
Well, you know what? It's like I was telling Al.
Just get a gas car and be done with it.
I'm just
Or a
gonna
hybrid.
I'm just.
Do they
gonna-
make
Well,
hybrids?
hybrid's okay.
Yeah, I know Honda makes one that's it's a hybrid that the engine will charge the battery. Now I don't know how long the car will run EV and then change over to gas, but I might look into that. But then again, hey, I'm no spring chicken, so I might just go to CarMax and get a beater car and just be done with it. You know, I don't want a big car payment. So at my age,
Right.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Good.
And doesn't it feel good, Al, that our cars are paid off? Al Hardy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't want no more car payments.
Oh man. In this
No.
economy. So that's Tom. I'm really glad you're going to get that resolved, man. Because
Well, I hope so.
you got to have reliable transportation. I mean,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
you're the only one in the room that's still working. I mean, traditional working.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
oh,
we all know why, but we won't. go
Well,
into-
I would
Yeah.
be working again, but nobody wants to hire old people anymore.
there you go. There you go.
I wonder how old Sean Shannon's doing. He was the head guy at Cumulus. He was let go. I
Well-
never thought he'd get let go, and he never
Well,
thought he'd get let go.
I can't say anything. He actually treated me right when I left, but he never called me back for work though.
Yeah, on the sales side, we knew him. We saw a side of him that wasn't
Well,
so
he
bad.
gave me he gave
you
me
know.
a nice parting bonus when I got let go, but it was just,
Yeah, I got.
and he
severance
didn't
on
have
that.
to do that, but he did.
He
Heck,
tried
I-
to transfer me anyway.
That's
Anyway.
days gone by.
Days gone by, but he was a very smart guy. There was a lot he did I didn't like, but there was a side to him I felt sorry for him because he had a special needs kid who sadly died about a year ago. So, I have great empathy for people that have kids with special needs. Anyway, whatever. Boy, I brought the show right down.
Yeah,
That you did.
Oh man, but so many people passed. I mean, it's so sad. I'm glad we didn't have one at the 11th hour, Tom. I was afraid. I didn't even want to put it out there. Let me just show you.
Well,
who I thought.
it was probably Jim Carter.
I thought it might be do. I'm glad that she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't even put it out there exactly.
So was
Listen to me.
that original liquor bottle that?
Yep.
Remember derived that from a liquor decanter. Did they not?
Yes, they did. That's a 1964 first season Genie bottle, the black and white season. They changed it for season 2,
Wow,
and that's a season 1 prop bottle.
wow, that's fantastic.
I forgot the name of the booze. I'm going to look that up. Talk amongst yourself. I'm going to find. I forgot.
Al, how come I'm not seeing any chat comments?
Well,
Is that
I don't. What they're coming in on Facebook. In fact,
You can pull
Stacy
those
Head
up.
Hardy, who is my brother's wife, she's watching. She lives in Tennessee, so Happy New Year to Stacy too.
Happy New Year, Stacy.
Jim Rich says the FCC killed radio.
Yes, he's right. He's right about that.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, terrestrial.
What does that mean?
Terrestrial radio. I'm surprised. Well, see, a lot of AM stations have gone dark, but the big boys are still on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
smaller ones have gone.
Well, even 720.
Right.
They still got their AM 790 or whatever they're on. They still got their signal on AM.
Right.
But there for the longest time they were AM 7 whatever, and then they were promoting their FM. But now they just promote their FM channel. So
Mhm.
whatever.
Hey, Tom, it was a Jim Beam whiskey bottle in the
Jim-
smoky green glass,
Ah.
1964.
See, I've got a wonderful Elvis head, which is Jim Beam as well.
Ah,
I had 2 of them, but one of them got broken.
hey, Tom, I was telling Al that Marty may try to swipe that Elvis mug.
Oh, he
No, he's got so much Elvis memorabilia. He doesn't need this mug.
or he could go to Cracker Barrel and buy one.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
he's
Look at all
he's got a
mine.
lot of it.
So nobody answered my question. So how come I don't see the chat comments on this?
Well, they're not. I don't know why they're not.
You just haven't learned it yet, buddy. Once you figure it out,
Oh, wait
it'll be second nature.
Hang on a second. I see some comments coming up.
You can put Facebook comments on.
There it is.
And
They're there. The chats are up now. You see them?
yeah, here's what you do: click chat, and then you
It's
hit the
there.
plus button. Right, but we want to see it on the screen. But it might go over Tom's chest. But
Let me see.
Um,
how do you get it over there on the screen?
hit the plus button, hit chat. This is simple, buddy. hit-
I'm seeing the chat.
No,
Pick
but we're
a
not-
comment and hit plus. You see the little plus button. Just put your cursor over the comment. Just punch it, and it'll pop up. Just pick a comment and press it.
Oh,
There's a little plus. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'll see.
look at that.
And then
Yeah.
you take it off, and then you go to the next one. Now, unfortunately, there is a way where you can see the identity of the person on Facebook. Initially, I could, and then it stopped. I'm talking to Sarah about that. Once I learn, I'll tell you, Al, how to fix that. But it says Facebook user,
Right.
but it should say their actual name. I don't know why that's happening, but there's a way to fix it, and I'll get to the bottom of that, and then let you know.
Let's see. Is there more? Yep. I'm going to move my monitor so I can see you guys more.
Really? It takes
Well-
time to make you
well,
move your monitor.
now
been
that I
trying to get
have-
you to- who's been trying to get you to move their monitor?
Now that I have StreamYard,
Ow.
no. I'm going to put it over here so I can see it. Then you'll be able to see it better when you're here. And I'll put
Who's
the other
been trying to
monitor.
get you to move it?
I'll put the other monitor that I record my radio show on over
It's like
here.
SCTV.
Yeah, it's really. Anyway, John Candy.
Yeah.
John Candy. What
The
what
late great
what
John Candy.
the late great John Candy. Man, I still miss his comedy. And John, now did you ever get into John Pinette? Chance? You ever hear of John Pinette?
Yes, I didn't get
He's a
into
really
him.
big
per se,
guy.
but- Yeah.
He's funny. He was funny as crap, and he died way too young, as well as Mitch Hedberg. He
Oh,
had, he shouldn't have, but he was into the bad stuff, so that's what happens. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm still can't believe Bob Saget is dead.
I know.
That was crazy.
And then
He
Louis
talk about
Anderson,
blue comedy. God,
yeah.
I never would have thought he could do blue, and he was known for blue comedy before he
Oh,
became a sitcom star. And when I learned that, I was mind blown.
Well, you saw the picture. I think I posted the picture. It's Norm Macdonald, uh, and it's Bob Saget and the fat guy. I just said his name. Oh, I forgot his name. But they were all three in the picture, and they all died in
Man.
the same year.
Yeah,
So
makes you wonder. Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
you said it was a fight guy in the picture.
No. Fat guy. I forget. his name.
Oh,
Louis Anderson. Sorry, Louis Anderson.
oh yeah, Louis Anderson. He's been gone
Right.
for a while.
Had a
Yeah.
play for a while.
Did he
but-
die in 2020? Heck, I can look it up.
No, I think he died last year or the year before, in 2022.
He was underrated, Louis Anderson.
Well, he was.
Remember when he hosted Family Feud, for goodness sakes, for a while.
Yeah.
He
But
was pretty funny. I liked him all right.
me and Bud Windling and I, we did a bunch of shows for TBS with Louis Anderson. It was just us and Louis in the studio.
Oh wow.
Louis was not a very pleasant person. But no, he wasn't. I mean, I'm sorry. He didn't really want to be there, and you could tell. But he was getting paid stupid money, so why not?
Did he smell? He looks like he'd smell bad.
No, he didn't smell bad. No.
He passed on
I think-
January 21st,
I think-
2022. Sorry,
I think
2
that-
years ago.
And sniffing or anything like that. So anyway,
God rest his soul. Louis Anderson died January 21st, 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Born in St. Paul, Minnesota in 1953.
there you go. 53. Wow.
Born in 53.
Yeah, he's
When the
about
Jackie Gleason show was on the air. Huh?
as old as that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, well, you guys go on, and I'm going to stop here. And y'all have fun, and I will
Mwah.
post later. Okay?
Happy New Year, Tom.
Boys.
All
I'm
right,
glad you're
get-
getting your car straightened out. Keep us
All right,
and
get-
let's
get-
go to the Fitz Plaza Theater and Johnny Rockets real soon.
I'll
All right,
keep
get
you
some
posted.
sleep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was nice.
Yeah.
You couldn't really see if you play this back. Look at the funny faces Tom was doing. It was hilarious. He didn't look like himself because of the lighting.
Well,
And
I could see him on my computer, but I couldn't see him on the phone.
he was going like he was distorting his face for comedic effect. It was actually pretty funny. I was laughing out
Yeah.
loud.
Well, I got to move my monitor so I don't have to turn around every time. Let's see.
And he's right. I should get like a boom and get an arm for this mic. Remember, Larry Wax preferred to hold the microphone in your studio. Remember, he's like, "No, I don't want an arm. I want to hold."
That's right. Well, Jerry Kiefer tuned in. He said, "What about Sam Kinison? You like him?"
Love him. He was great. That was sad how he passed. Yeah, Jessica Hahn. He was
But
involved
he always
with.
screamed and yelled, didn't he?
Yeah, that was his shtick. That was part
Yeah.
of. Remember, with talking about Rodney Dangerfield earlier, and
Rodney Dangerfield was
comics.
the absolute best, though.
yeah, he was.
He was
And
my
Soul Comics.
favorite.
And Don Rickles, but I love that movie Back to School, of course. Don't make me yell. I don't want to yell in your ear. I'm tempted to do it. Say it! Say it! Sorry. Say it! You see this? It's a sand. You know what's going to be in 100 years? It's going to be sand. Move with it. Could you hear that reverb? Did that come through? Mr. Hardy.
I'm seeing a lot of comments coming, posting just on straight, on the phone
Twitch?
here.
On
Oh, wow.
Twitch? Well, now turn around, put them on the screen. People want to see their comments. If they take the time to type out a comment,
Yeah, let
I
me
mean-
see.
yeah. Get the comments on the screen! Please.
See, the Jerry.
What about Sam Gunnison? Maybe he didn't mean Kennison.
Gunnison?
He must It's
Jerry, is
Kennison.
that Sam Gunnison or Kennison? I thought
It could have been a
maybe this
typo.
was-
Let me look
maybe-
up Gunnison. I don't know any Gunnison.
Maybe you just smell. Yeah.
You see how you do the comments? You just highlight. You just hit, just click them. And then you unclick them when you want them to go away. Sam Gunnison. Hang on a second.
Was he in Back to School?
Yes. Sam Kinison was.
He said was in back to school.
That's him. Okay, then he meant Sam Kinison. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
He hit the U instead of the E.
I like the way you think.
Oh man, that was a great movie. Kimmer talks about when he died and how on the Kimmer show he's always talking about
Yeah.
how, I was like, oh yeah, like he saw an angel or something. I can't do it nearly as good as Kimmer tells that story. He talks about
Barry King is watching. Happy New Year, Barry.
Happy New Year, Barry. I keep looking for my other camera. I'm not used to this angle.
What?
I texted him Happy New Year, and he responded Happy
Yeah.
New Year. But
Barry, we're just playing around. I got StreamYard, and we were just, I'm getting used to it. So
he spent money, Barry. Al's a little tight with the buck. He probably has a safe full.
He said, "Bring them
$100
on video." I don't have them on video yet. I mean,
what did he say?
Barry King said, "Bring them on video." Well, he's watching.
The comments.
What
Yeah.
did he say?
Turn around if you don't mind.
I know, but it's not. It just says he's watching. Let me see that.
Well, put him on the screen.
What?
Is he watching on YouTube or Facebook? I guess we'll find out in a minute because if it says Facebook user,
He's on Facebook.
okay, because we've got to
But
work that bug out.
it's got in blue. Bring them on video. I think that's something that StreamYard does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend Brett Blizzard in Wilmington is watching, North Carolina. Hey, Brett.
Brett?
Happy New Year.
Hey, Brett.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Move with the foodies!
I'm sorry. I
Brett, I miss Wilmington. I miss the beach.
Yeah.
I just I'm retired, and so I don't know if I'm going to move back to Wilmington. I don't know what. It's funny. I've lived in Atlanta over 40 years. I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere. But Wilmington will always be home. I mean, I love living at Wrightsville Beach. Brett, I live right next door to your church, the Chapel on the Boardwalk. It's where I live on Oxford Street.
Life's a beach.
Yeah, I
You
live
should
there.
get that bumper sticker on your Volkswagen.
I gotta. Let me get that. Hang on a minute.
What? Life's a beach. You really have something up there?
I got something.
Let me see. I'm going to try to see if I can stream Fistful of Radio while you're doing that.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'll
it
show
won't
this
go.
to Brett if he's still watching.
How deeply is the mercenary Jack Shungart involved in the event that will shock the world? And what is the need for cold-blooded killers? Some of the answers.
Brett, I had this in my car when I lived at the beach, and I saved it.
The next harrowing chapter of Stop Susan Williams.
That's cool.
Now
Al.
stay tuned for this week's chapter of
Can you
The
hear
Secret
the
Empire.
audio?
What are you playing?
Fistful of Radio, my show.
Don't touch that dial. It's time for
Hear
chapter
it?
4 of The Secret Empire, portions of which are in beautiful black and white.
Michael Hopkins is watching. Hello, Michael. Happy New Year.
Long time no see.
What, Michael?
Yes, Michael Hopkins.
He's
He turned me
watching.
on to Psycho 4. I was talking about on my show with Sarah how the fourth films
What-
in a
what-
franchise
what-
usually are terrible
What,
movies.
what show is that?
I was just saying how typically there's been books written about it. Let me do the echo cancellation. I think it's goofing up. About how the fourth film is always the worst one, like Superman 4, Jaws 4. Usually the fourth film is not very good. However, Psycho 4, which Michael Hopkins turned us onto, you hated it. I loved it. The origin story of Norman Bates with Olivia.
Oh, that was.
Hussein.
I didn't like that at all. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it was really intriguing and strange and funny and creepy and everything you'd want in a Psycho movie. And I bought it on DVD thanks to Michael Hopkins. I think I was going to try to find it. It's on one of my shelves. I have shelves and shelves and shelves of DVDs. Oh, God, where is that thing? It's probably too hard to find. It's a cool case, though. I showed you, I think.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Let me look for it. It's so cool we can link our studios together, isn't it, Al? I can save miles in the car. But I like being in person, though, you know?
Hey, Chance, there's a whole bunch of comments coming in. It's on. People talking about Moby and stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about Moby's funeral earlier, which you didn't attend.
But-
I'm kidding.
Can you see on the phone up under there all kinds of little comments, people commenting?
Well, let me go to Facebook. I'm in the studio, the StreamYard. StreamYard is awesome software. I've got to tell you. And you know what? They will pay you. I put a little plug.
Maybe this
I'll
is
show you
it,
that
but-
too. They will pay you if you plug their service. I'll explain later.
Oh, well, they're talking about like Oliver Stone's movies on DVD, and we talked about July 4th with Tom Cruise.
For
Oh.
Born on the 4th of July. Born
Or
on the
maybe
4th
this
of
is just the closed caption. I don't know.
No.
I'm still learning the software.
No,
Let's see.
let me look. Oh, I froze up. No, there's
Let me-
comments. I see them. FCC killed radio.
No. Well, Tom is still watching. He hasn't gone to sleep yet.
John Eric Booth, Big Al. Hey guys, we acknowledged that earlier. You can
Yeah.
Jerry Dobson of Hey Jerry from Nostalgia World on Facebook. Hey Jerry. By the way, Jerry, if you're still watching, he kind of busted my chops. I had shared the Mr. Microphone post he did on his group, and when you share, that is giving credit. And like he acted like I took that
Who
post.
are you talking about?
This guy Jerry Dobson. He
When
he
you
runs a
put
cool
anything
Facebook
on
group.
Facebook, anybody can use it unless
I
they've
share-
got it blocked.
I shared
Right?
it. Look, if I were a son of a gun, I would have taken the photo and not shared it and posted it like it was my photo. But he did a really cool post about
Mhm.
Mr. Microphone. Hello, Kim Ponder. Hey, Al. Hey, Chance. Happy New Year. Okay, these comments are from 53 minutes ago.
Yeah. You're just
We
seeing
missed
them
you
now.
there, Al.
What?
Kim Ponder, but you were there in spirit. She says, we missed you there, Al. Kim Ponder's talking
oh,
to you.
hey,
It's a comment.
Thanks, Kim.
you
Wes
would
Atkins
simply
is
turn-
watching. He's a friend of mine. He worked at Turner. We worked together.
You can
Him and
put
his
these
brother Steve. So hey, Wes, Happy New Year.
You can put these comments on the screen, which you were doing. You know that. I guess you don't want to fool with it. Is that
Well, no,
it?
it just says they're watching. They're not commenting.
I'm seeing a whole mess of comments.
I know, but I put them up. Hang on. I put them up.
Okay. Don't worry
No.
about it.
When it says somebody's watching, if they make a comment, I'll put it up. But right now they're just watching. Wes hasn't made a comment. And Michael is watching, but he hasn't made a comment.
Oh, and so, but you said Barry King made a comment. I don't see any comment from him.
No. That was something that StreamYard
text?
did. Because they're saying, bring on the video, because we're talking about movies.
Oh, so he wasn't saying it. You noticed he was watching. I
Yes.
got you. Okay, I
Like
thought you
Wes
said you
is
made a
watching,
comment.
And Jerry Dobson is watching. That just popped up.
Hey Jerry, yeah.
Thanks, Wes.
Wes
Happy New Year.
Atkinson just commented, "Happy New Year to you, Al." He's talking to
Yeah.
you. Who's Wes? Is he a media
I
person?
he worked at Turner.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Now I can see the comments. I'm so silly.
Yeah, Wes worked at Turner with me
See
in the film department. What?
I didn't say anything. What?
No, Wes worked in the film department with me over at Turner.
Were you his boss or equal or what?
No.
I left
Maybe,
a few
I
minutes
think he
ago,
got
but I
that
came back.
position later on. I left. His brother Steve worked there as well.
Oh, okay.
But Ed Williams he ran the film department for a long time. And before that, Alice Airth ran the film department. And Alice went on to work in production. She did Chiron for the Braves games. And so, and then Eddie, who worked in shipping and receiving, became film director.
Is that me doing feedback? Sorry.
That was a long time ago. What?
I heard a feedback. I was wondering if it was me. Hey, look here.
That was you.
Look how rinky dink movie tickets are these days. And they've been this way for a while. I like the old school cardboard tickets. And I guess eventually there'll be no tickets at all. Everything will be on your phone. It'll be a Q code or something, a QR code.
Yeah, Jerry said he left a few minutes, but he's back.
Oh, hey, Jerry. There's my ticket for Godzilla -1 when we all saw it together.
Oh.
Big whoop. And I found this. You might find this interesting. Oh, I think I just broke my magnifying glass.
What?
You'll find this interesting. Hopefully others will too. This is from 1994. Movie Watcher card. Look at the screen. AMC Movie Watcher card. Al, you've totally checked out, sir. Or you just don't care. Al.
What?
Earth
I'm
to
looking.
Al.
I'm looking.
See the
Show it.
Well, you're looking at the phone where there's a
Wait,
delay.
oh, okay. Oh,
See
okay.
the movie watcher?
What in
and
the hell
look,
is that? That's
Here
old,
is a
isn't it?
movie. This is from the 90s, 1994 or 3. Look at that.
I
There's a
never
coupon
had
I
one of
didn't use.
those.
Look at that. One free small popcorn. Look at the expiration date.
Dang.
Bang.
1998?
Yeah, I thought this was older than that. I thought it was from 94. The card's from
Yeah.
94. That was you would get points and get freebies and free. They still have that same program. They call it the Stubbs program, but now they make you pay for it.
Well, I'm an
They have a
A-list
free
member.
version.
I get to see 3 movies a week.
You
Huh?
say that like I love it. You take
But I haven't
pride
been-
in that.
The last movie I went
I'm
to
an
see
A-list
was
member.
what did I go see last? Oh, Godzilla -1.
You take
What?
pride in that. You're like, I'm an A-list member. AMC. I don't have to wait in line with you people. I go right on up because I'm an A-list member. I don't have to wait for popcorn or nothing. I don't have to wait to get tickets or nothing. I go right up. It's a fast pass for the movie theater, for AMC movie theaters, and I'm an A-list member.
See
baby.
what see what Jerry said?
I'm so old. I remember when you had to call the theater for times. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And look at the newspaper, of course. But I love the newspaper ads. I miss that. The newspaper
Well, you
ads,
know-
the movie posters.
When I
What?
when I worked in the theaters, since I worked in radio, I always recorded the show times. People could call the number to get the show times, like on screen number 1, screen number 2, and I would give the show title and the show times. And it was just a recording. You call up and listen to the show times.
I remember, Al, when the studios tried to get greedy and they'd make you pay like 50 cents a minute to listen to a recording of actors, particularly the Star Trek actors. When Star
Yeah.
Trek 4, The Voyage Home, was released, right in the newspaper ad, underneath the poster, there was a 900 number you'd call and listen to messages from the crew of the Enterprise. And it was like, I don't know from experience. I've never done phone sex, but it was like phone sex prices. I have a face for phone sex, though.
What?
Nothing. I'm just being silly. I don't even know what that means. I've been finding all sorts of collectibles. Look at this. Oh, you're not looking at the right monitor. Sealed in plastic, Superman the movie, Warner Brothers official 80s release. Kind of cool. Look at the Warner home video
Yeah.
watermark. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. I'm a collector. What can I say? I heard from Danny Cochran. He wished me a happy new year. Did he text you happy new year?
He did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
sent a picture
he
of his
did.
Christmas tree or something.
I like Danny. He needs to come back and be on the show sometime.
Yeah, I ran on Fistful the Christmas shows we did, the first 2. And we did one the second year with Ryan also. It was Ryan. I don't know where Tom was though. Tom, I don't think was on that one. But it was you, me, Danny, and Ryan. And Danny used to bring all that good food when he worked. I don't want to mention the operation, but he brought some awesome chicken wings and pizza back in the day.
Danny lives in Athens. He did a YouTube video. He got unboxed some comic books.
Yeah, the other day. Yeah, I noticed
I
that.
watched it, but I saw he did one.
I didn't comment. I'm a little irritated with him. He left that remark I told you about offline.
Well, we're not
About
going to
the
get into
Podblast theme. He says,
Every time I hear that Pod Blast theme from Power Station, I want to staple baloney to my forehead.
or something, made some comment. And I replied, well, that would be an improvement. But I
Yeah.
don't like Danny. But he hates that theme. I'm sorry. It's my show. I'm not going to change it. And, copyright's a very finicky thing. And the EMI people, the Power Station people, thus far, knock on wood, have been very nice.
But it is when we started doing the podcast some years ago. That's the theme that we picked or you picked.
Yeah, I still use it.
Yeah.
I still use it. What was the coolest thing you got for Christmas, Al? Cash from your brother? Or do you not when you say that on the air? What was the coolest?
We don't need to talk about that. I got.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, what was the coolest No comment? You don't want to discuss Christmas or
No
anything
comment.
cool? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, geez. I probably said
That's
something I
sweet.
shouldn't have said.
Yeah.
So let's look at these comments.
Well, Jerry's the last one to comment.
Okay. Yeah, I think people are starting to go to sleep.
Well,
We're putting them to sleep. We're so boring.
I know.
Um,
Well, this was a test anyway. So
yeah, I really think I'm going to avoid, like I said at the top of the show, the news on the 6th of this month. I'll leave it at that. It's going to be overwhelming, the BS, and it's just going to be media-gasm on the 6th of this month, and I'm not going to be a part of it.
Sonny came back in here. Hang
It's
on
a distraction, folks, from the inflation. We're being overrun, man. Well, let's see, Sonny. Oh, I was going to get my bunny rabbit for the camera. Sonny's a good dog. There's Sonny.
There's Sonny.
How old is Sonny now?
He's 10.
Wow.
I got him when he was a baby puppy.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get my bunny rabbit.
He's a good dog. He's probably, I've had 3 Cocker Spaniels and he's been the best. He was easy to house train. I house trained this dog in less than 2 weeks. He picked it up really quick. He needs a haircut though. Now I need to trim him up. But he's a good dog. You sweet thing. He's going to go get his bunny. Give me a kiss.
Here's my bunny rabbit.
Get down.
There's baby.
What?
Baby
I
had
have
a
to
big
turn
piece
around
of
so
hay.
I can see it.
There's
Let me see.
baby. She was eating a piece of hay. She's so scared. Look at her feet. Look at her feet shaking because they're prey animals. They don't like to be held.
No, bunnies don't like to be held.
I found her out for a walk when I was out going for a walk. She was she was a domesticated bunny, not a wild bunny, and I think she was abandoned. And she would have been killed. I saw her by the lake when I was out for a walk in late September 2021, September 26, 2021. And she's just a really great pet. I've never had a bunny rabbit before as a pet. Look at her feet. I got to put her up. She's being good. Oh, God, she's really freaked. Let me put her up. Meet baby, everybody. She looks cuter in person. Like this camera angle is a little tough. But look at below her neck. You see all that fur? That's a trait for some female bunnies have. Not all bunnies have.
Yeah.
It's skin. Anyway, I can put her back. All right, you've been good.
Yeah, Carolyn, thanks, Carolyn. Sonny's a sweet dog. Real sweet dog. He doesn't bark. I mean, he'll bark if he sees somebody out the picture window. He's looking out, if he sees somebody walking or whatever, he'll bark a little bit, but he's very smart. He wakes me up in the mornings when he has to go do his thing. And then if I'm in the house and everything, he has to go out. He goes and stands at the back door. He'll just sit there until I take him out.
He's a really good dog.
Oh yeah, he'll like
He
I said,
obeys.
I house trained him less than 2 weeks. He was so smart.
I had a Cocker Spaniel, Chip, named
Chip?
after the TV show Chips.
I've had 3. My first one was Houston, Truman, and then Sonny.
Say that again. Truman and Sonny, but what was before Truman? Which pup?
No, Houston was my first one,
Okay.
and then Truman, and then Sonny. Houston lived to be 14, I think. Truman lived to be 16, and then Sonny is 10. And he's in pretty good health. He just had a checkup not long ago, so the vet
Cool.
said he was in good shape. What?
I said cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad Sonny's doing well. He's a good dog. And it doesn't bother you, He doesn't like
No, he doesn't. He doesn't whine or
he'll
bark.
beg a little for food, but every dog does that.
Well, no, he doesn't beg. He'll just sit there and watch you eat. He'll drool every once in a while, but that's about it. Where's that?
Who was it that said, "Hey, Sonny"? All I see is Facebook user.
That's Carolyn. Let me do that up. She's doing.
Now I'm getting confused with the cameras again. Which camera? Hello, Carolyn. Al's friend, Carolyn.
Here's Carolyn.
Yeah. Did you know though? Nobody cares about rabbits, but I do. Did you know that
You know,
carrots?
my friend Marty had 2 rabbits. They had 2 rabbits.
Yeah, in a hutch, right?
Yeah.
See, I
sold
keep
them.
I keep baby inside, but she has like a nice big
Well,
area.
they
big
kept.
cage.
They have. Their garage has been turned into and they kept it out there, so it wasn't
Yeah.
outdoors.
Bunnies love to chew things with their teeth. I mean, they can be very destructive, so you have to really watch it. And plus to protect them, they'll chew on wires and they can get electric shocks. But did you know that carrots can actually be fatal in bunnies because of the sugar content? So the Bugs Bunny
Well-
cartoons were not accurate, and unfortunately,
Well,
my friend
it's the
Hunter.
same-
What?
And Sonny loves carrots, little mini ones, but the vet told me, he said, don't give him a whole lot of those. There's a lot of sugar in them.
Absolutely. You don't
Yeah.
think of it as being something that would be loaded with sugar, but it is a
And
carrot.
Sonny likes popcorn too. He loves popcorn.
I guess it was Jerry Dobson said, my group now has a bit over 13,000 members. Hey, and I appreciate you promoting. I promote you. You promote me. I promote you every week now, Jerry, in Nostalgia World on Facebook.
Well, maybe he can promote me, Jerry. You can promote the Nostalgia Rewind page too.
Yeah,
Right?
he's in the Northeast. I don't want to say
okay.
he probably wouldn't want me to even mention the state he's in. I know what it is, but he may not want me to say, so I won't.
Well, Chance and I started the podcast, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
More than that, it was on June 15th, 2019.
All right, okay.
June, and that was on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and we went for about an hour. Yep. And then the second one we did on classic game shows. Third one about the Honeymooners. Fourth one about the Fugitive and the Invaders. The fifth one was about the great shows that I now love more than I did then. Paul Henning comedies. Meaning,
you're in the
Beverly
Beverly
Hillbillies,
Hillbillies.
Green Acres, and Petticoat Junction. Then
I've seen all those.
Yeah, I'm just reviewing in the mind.
Actually, I like Green Acres. I like Green Acres a lot.
6 and 7, I think, was horror movies parts 1 and 2, and then we did one on cigarette commercials. And anyway, I could go on. And then Bewitched versus Genie. That was the 9th one. Yeah.
Well, I think one of my
Sorry.
favorite shows we did was on the Honeymooners. I really liked that show.
And that was the first one when Tom joined as a regular co-host. Was the third one. Yep, that was a good one. And we were trying to remember the name of the actress who played Alice's mother. And she was a Southern actress. Anyway, whatever. Remember, she was funny. She would always bust Ralph's chops for being fat and overweight. And I remember there was a great lost episode, which was a live sketch on the Jackie Gleason show where Ralph comes home from work and his back is to Alice's mom. And she goes, "Hello, Ralph." And he goes, "How did you know it was me?" And she goes, "I could feel the floor sag." Okay, no reaction from Al.
Jerry says he's in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know I knew that. I didn't know if you wanted me to say that. Some people, even though it's not a general location at all.
It's on the screen now.
Yep. That's right. Jerry with a G, like Jerry Anderson from Fireball XL5, Space 1999, UFO, all those puppet programs, and Journey to the Far Side of the Sun, which is a weird movie. You ever see that movie? Otherwise known as Doppelganger in England.
Well,
Roy Dennis was in it with his wife at the time. Good movie. Weird movie. About a mirror universe, an opposite universe to the Earth.
Jerry and the Pacemakers, he spelled his name that way too, the singers, the British group.
Yeah.
They did the songs Ferry Across the Mersey.
I should bring that over. I have it on Laserdisc and DVD, but Journey to the Far Side of the Sun, if you've not seen that, it's very Twilight Zone.
It's I'll pass. I've seen it before.
Yeah, I think you ran that at Turner.
I know. I'll pass.
God. You have such a closed mind.
No, you're closed-minded. All you want to watch is Marvel movies.
That's BS. I watch comedies. We talked about it earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Horror movies. I watch all kinds of movies.
I'm talking about going to the theater.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, you did go see Godzilla -1, and you thought it was in black and white, going to be in black and white.
I did. I thought it was going to be in black. I knew it was based on the first movie, and I knew there were subtitles. No problem with that, but I thought it was going to be in black and white. I don't know why, but I was glad it was in color.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was only going to be in the theaters for a week, but it got such great response, they just extended.
I used to see
run in
comedies
theaters.
all the time in the theater, like 40-Year-Old Virgin, like back in those days, which is some years ago. But I used to love to see, and
That
then
was
the
a
90s,
terrible
I
movie.
loved the Chris Farley movies, like Tommy
Well, he
Boy.
was funny.
Tommy
was
Boy was
funny.
a great underrated movie about salesmanship. It's a salesman's movie, salesperson's movie.
That was good. I enjoyed it.
Remember Dan Aykroyd? He's like, "I'm a hell of a salesman." At the end, he's like
Mm-hmm.
making the mufflers or whatever. It's like auto parts guy,
did.
magnet. But I liked Oh, one movie I really, really liked. You never see it anymore.
What?
Not Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. The other one that David Spade did with Chris Farley. They did a couple of movies together. And I like that one because that's a kind of a political comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lady trying to run for office, and she reminds me of Hillary. She's like shrill, and man, that movie was funny as hell. And Tim Matheson's in it. I love that movie. Last movie I saw at the theater was just before Christmas, and that was Wonka. What did you think of Wonka? Who said that? Was that Jerry Dobson? I can't see.
Yeah, I haven't made up my mind if I want to see that or not. It's a musical. I think it's more of a musical than the other ones. Isn't that right, Jerry? I don't know.
BK saw it. I think on his radio show he was talking about that. Trying to remember. I heard the first hour of his Christmas show. I missed the second hour, and then this was the New Year's Eve, I guess. Anyway, whatever. I can't remember if he said he liked it or not. I don't know if I even heard his review, but I think he saw it. I saw it socially, saw it, but I haven't seen it. And that Tim Burton one really turned me off. But I need not be closed-minded because it's a different director, different actor, and I like Tim Burton. Tim Burton movies generally are pretty awesome. I loved Ed Wood. Put it this way, you guys, the movie was better than Gene and Debbie put together.
I guess so.
Well, then I'll see it. Maybe we should go see it at the Phipps Plaza with Tom and go back to the great Johnny Rockets again.
I'll do that if you guys. What do you guys drive?
Drive?
I'm not going to drive over there. Well, I have a Volkswagen.
Check.
It's a lot smaller.
You can't fit three people in. It's like remember those MR2s, the Toyotas? What? I used to love those MR2 Toyotas.
Well, the Beetle, the Beetle is fine for basically one or two people, but I mean, it's not a sedan. It's kind of crowded,
It's not a sedan. You don't have a back seat, or do you? I'm trying to remember.
Well, it's a back seat, but you can't stretch out. Your legs will be up to your chin, but
cramped. Don't you have junk back there?
No. I can move that.
I thought you had
the only thing that's back there is a AMC, an old popcorn thing with coupons in it, like for
what I'm talking about.
King,
a popcorn tin,
Arby's, and that sort of stuff.
Right.
I keep them in the car.
I keep that in the trunk. Like I have a box with coupons and junk, Publix, stuff like that. I'm not a coupon clipper per se, but if an eatery sends me a coupon, I'll keep it. And usually I let it expire and I'll just throw it away every couple months. I'm like, oh, these all went bad, and throw them out. What's dumb, though, I did this as a fake rant of the week on my show, The Nostalgic Pod Blast, is that these kiosks are not programmed to accept the coupons that the company mails to you. That is so ludicrous to me. Why would you mail a coupon out?
There's no way to scan the code on it, I guess. I don't know.
It's just a disconnect. It's a disconnect. No, they don't program the kiosk to accept the coupons that they themselves mail out. That's a different department. That's marketing. That's what it is. The IT department is not coordinated with the marketing department, and it's pretty stupid.
Well, I refuse to go to Subway anymore because they send coupons, but not every store will take the coupons. Well, and the last two that I went to, we don't take the coupons.
They can go to hell then. Well, I would never go there again.
It does say at participating locations, but
was it someone from India by chance?
Well, the two that's close to me, they will not take the coupons. So I don't go to Subway anymore.
Was it someone from India? I'm not being racist. I just want to know. Was it an
don't
Indian owned?
I don't care who owns it or runs it. They should take the coupons. I don't care.
Absolutely. But was it an Indian owned Subway?
I'm not going to say.
It was then.
But they wouldn't take it. So anyway, I just don't go to Subway anymore.
I love the Indian people. They don't cause problems. They don't commit crimes, but they are so cheap, generally speaking. I know in my sales career, I have a little chip on my shoulder because they would try to negotiate.
You don't need to be calling out people. If you don't want to go there, don't go there.
Culture. Listen,
I just don't go to Subway because they don't take my coupons. I don't care who owns Subway, who manages. They don't take my coupons. I don't go.
Many, many times, I was told, yes, we're going to do this. And then they lied to my face.
Watch it. Well, yeah.
All right. Okay. but they don't commit crimes.
I,
They don't. They're good people.
I don't care. As long as they don't take coupons. I mean, I don't have to, to go.
Well, speaking of Subway, this is something non-controversial. Their bread sucks. I hate the way it smells. And they got in trouble a few years ago for having substances that's consistent with yoga mat ingredients in their bread. They got caught with their pants
Well,
down.
that bread's all right.
Ugh,
Like I said,
no, it isn't.
Publix makes really good deli sandwiches.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. It's hard to keep it straight. If it was the first stream where you weren't on Facebook and we killed it and went live again, but yeah, we were talking about. I like Blimpie, the ham and Swiss with oregano and oil and vinegar. I love that. Is that Jerry making that comment again? Yeah. Read it, Al, if you want to.
Oh, I don't care for Depp as Wonka. He reminded me of Mr. Rogers. And it's Michael Jackson having a child or something.
No, he said, I didn't care for Johnny Depp. It reminded me if Mr. Rogers and Michael Jackson had a child. Oh, okay. That's funny, Jerry. I like that.
That is kind of funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around.
I didn't see the Johnny Depp Wonka though.
It was not very good. But I liked Ed Wood. I got to be positive. I like Mars Attacks. I know you like that one.
Mars Attacks is one of my absolute favorite movies. I love Mars Attacks.
Batman 89, Batman 1992. Those were solid movies.
The Batman with Robert Pattinson was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
too.
the emo Batman. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great movie.
They say they're going to introduce Robin in the next one. He's going to be a gimp in the Batcave.
Oh, really?
No, I'm joking. No, but I am serious that Robin's supposed to be in it, but he's not going to be a gimp.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson made a great Batman.
Yeah, he's a little soft for me.
I did like Michael Keaton. I like Michael Keaton, but Robert Pattinson, he was really good. Val Kilmer was terrible, but Robert Pattinson was really good.
I disagree. I thought Christian Bale was over the top. Where the truck's going? I don't know. I swear. Swear to me.
Christian Bale's a good actor. He's a method actor, but I do like him.
Yeah, he was so underused in the MCU in Thor 4, that terrible Love and Thunder. I couldn't believe they got Christian Bale and they just threw him away. They threw his talent away. That was such a terrible character he played. What did Jerry say?
Yeah, seeing the one with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the Willy Wonka.
And I like Johnny Depp in some movies. Pirates of the Caribbean, he was great in. What?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Remember that one? Going back in the time machine there.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow. He was really good in that.
Absolutely.
Sleepy Hollow?
No, but Amber Heard took a poop in his bed. Now, she wasn't bad in Aquaman 2. They said she was going to be cut from the movie, and she wasn't. She's in a good deal of Aquaman 2. Want to read that comment, Al?
Adam West and Michael Keaton are the two best Batmans, and Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze was stupid in his opinion.
Now you're on mic. Yeah. And I agree. And my favorite Mr. Freeze was the very first one, George Saunders in the Adam West show. That guy wound up committing suicide. George Saunders. He
made a lot of movies back in the 40s and 50s too.
He was an intense actor. Like there was something off about him, like really dark, Yeah, I thought he was a great Mr. Freeze.
He did take his own life.
Otto, who was the guy that replaced him? You had two other actors in the Adam West series that played the Iceman. You know their names? It's okay if you don't. I don't mean to spring it on you.
What's the question again?
Who else played Mr. Freeze in the Adam West Batman show? Otto. I'll give you a hint. Otto. O-T-T-O. That's okay, man.
My mind goes. I'm getting old. Who was it?
I don't remember myself. No, I'm kidding.
Google it.
I am. Adam West. One was really bad. One of the three was terrible. Eli Wallach. That's him. He was the worst of the Mr. Freeze.
He was great in the Clint Eastwood movies, but that's it. What?
Otto Preminger, bald guy. He was the bald Mr. Freeze. He was the one that took over from George Sanders.
Oh.
George Sanders.
He was a director. He directed a lot of movies back in the 40s and 50s.
You know who was also in the very first Mr. Freeze Batman episode? Let me give you a hint. She went on to do a lot of movies in the late 70s and in the 80s. Blonde actress. She's still alive, but she has MS now. She's not doing well. She's in very poor health. I'm trying to give you another hint. She was in Mr. Mom. She was in Oh God. She was in the original Star Trek, along with one of your
I know
favorite
who you're
actors.
talking about. I can see her picture now, but I can't think of her name.
Her initials are TG.
Terry Garr.
Yeah, Terry Garr was in. She had a small speaking role in the first Batman with Mr. Freeze. I think it's the 4th episode, if I'm not mistaken, in aired order. Yep. She's seen in the very beginning of part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what was I going to look up? Batman. Well, we can't play clips. Wait do you see how easy it is to load clips into StreamYard? A little technical lesson here. You just hit on the right side of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? What are the columns?
I got the chat.
And right, but what? There's another button. I want you to get used to it. We talked about it earlier. A little pop quiz.
Oh, I can add a video clip. Let me do this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's watch a clip. Fun.
Hang on a second.
Do you remember how to add it though?
No, yeah, I do. I'm going to do a podcast on Ryan O'Neal, and I'm going to show you a clip from my favorite Ryan O'Neal movie. See if you recognize this. I want to do this. Open.
It was Terry Garr. You got it right, Jerry. You know your stuff, Mr. Nostalgia World.
Wait a minute.
It'll take a minute to load, and then it takes just a few seconds to process, and then you just click it, and it'll play.
I know.
It's so great.
It's loading it. Hold on.
A whole new dimension.
The clip's about 3 minutes.
What did you click? Get used to that term. It has a weird term.
You
remember?
It just says add video clip.
Well, okay. Well, that's not it, but that's all right. I just want you to get used to it. I'm trying to help you, but that's
I'm
okay.
going to play this and I watch it, okay? Here we go.
Then if you ain't my pa, I want my $200. I want my $200. I heard you through the door talking that man. It's my money you got, now I want it.
Now, you just hold on a second.
I want my money. You took my $200.
Will you quiet down? You hear?
I want my $200.
Hold on. Just hold on. Let me explain something to you.
It ain't as if you was my pa. That'd be different.
Well, I ain't your pa, so just get that out of your head. I don't care what those neighbor ladies said.
I look like
You
that.
don't look nothing like me. You don't look any more like me than you do that Coney Island. Eat that damn thing, you hear?
We got the same job.
Lots of people got the same job.
It's possible.
No, it ain't possible.
Then I want my $200.
All right, maybe we got the same jaw. But same jaw don't mean same blood. I know a woman looks like a bullfrog, but that don't mean she's the damn thing's mother.
You met my mom in a barroom.
For God's sakes, child. You think everybody gets met in a barroom gets a baby?
It's possible.
Anything is possible, but possible don't make it true.
Then I want my money.
Will you quiet down? You know what the trouble is with you? You've got no appreciation. All right. Maybe I did get a little money from that man, and you're entitled to that. But I'm entitled to my share for getting it for you, ain't I? Now, where do you think you'd be without me? You think them folks would spend a penny to send you east? No, sir. But who got you a ticket to St. Joe? Who got you a knee-high in a Coney Island? And threw in $20 extra. Not to mention 85 cents for that telegram. You wouldn't have had any of that without me. Now, I didn't have to take you, but I took you, didn't I? All right, I think that's fair enough. We're both a little better off. You get to St. Joe, I get myself a little better car. Fair is fair. Now, drink your knee-high and eat your Coney Island.
I want my $200.
I don't have your $200 no more, and you know it.
If you don't give me my $200, I'm gonna tell a policeman how you got it, and he'll make you give it to me because it's mine.
But I don't have it.
Then get it.
Clips over. You're like getting
That's a great clip. That's from Paper Moon, one of my favorite movies that Ryan O'Neal did. Peter Bogdanovich directed it, and his daughter Tatum O'Neal there, she won the Oscar. She was the youngest person to win an Oscar, and for that movie in 1972.
And you know who before that was a young person who won an Oscar, don't you?
Judy Garland.
Patty Duke, Miracle
Patty
Worker,
Duke.
Helen Keller. But that was a great clip. Now I thought I heard the N-word in there. Did I? Were my ears deceiving me?
No.
He
No.
didn't. I thought I heard the N-word
No.
by Ryan
no.
O'Neal's character. Okay, good.
Your mind's in there. But no, that's a great
No,
movie.
I heard it. Go ahead. I love that soda, the knee high.
It's the movie is very period. It's black and white, and it's just he's a con man. Ryan O'Neal's a con man, and Tatum O'Neal is his in the movie. I think it's his sister's daughter or something. Anyway, he's taking her back home, and they just go on this spree where they just he sells Bibles. He looks in the paper and gets obituaries, the people that died, and then he has a Bible made with their name on it, and he goes to that person's house, and it says that and then the wife will say, well, he died. He says, well, he wanted to buy this Bible. And so anyway, he ends up selling the Bible to him because, I guess that's the right thing to do. But he's a con man. It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
It is. And you know what? That look
What?
with the costumes, the look in that scene with the costumes and the black and white, it reminded me of Bonnie and Clyde if Bonnie and Clyde were in black and white. It had that same style.
Well, it takes place in the same period back in the 30s.
During the Depression.
Right.
The Great
right.
Depression.
And he was doing everything he can to make a buck.
Yeah.
And so, but no, it's a wonderful movie. It's one of my favorites. I really
used
like
to
the
love
movie a
Paper
lot.
Moon. Anytime it was on television, I'd stop and watch it. When it was on network TV, the censored version, of course.
Well, there's no language in it needs to be cut out. They probably censored it for time purposes, but there's nothing bad about the movie at all.
Look here, Al. Turn around.
Right.
Here's your guy from 12 O'Clock High. Season 1.
Is that Robert Lansing?
Robert Lansing. Reason I pointed this out, that's a VHS in plastic season 2 finale. But look on the back, Terry Garr. We're talking about Terry Garr being in Batman.
Oh yeah.
Which would have been filmed in late 65, airing in early 66. But this would have been shot in late 1967, a couple years later. So that's kind of how she looked back in the 60s, Terry Garr. But look at him with a little kitty cat that turns into a sexy woman. See him on the back of he's trying to sabotage a rocket to the moon. This episode takes place in the year 1968 of Star Trek. But anyway, there he is with his cat, and the cat turns into a woman at the end of the episode. Spoiler alert. Look at the price. $12.99. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm shutting.
Robert Lansing was a good actor. I loved him in 12 O'Clock High. He was only in the first 2 seasons, I think.
But look at the price.
What?
$13 for just one episode on VHS. And $14.95 was the suggested retail price plus tax.
Well,
It
they
cost
were
you almost
expensive back
$16.
then.
I know, for one lousy episode. They were really milking the fan.
When I got into Laserdisc, the step above VHS,
I have those too.
Laserdiscs were expensive. They were $30 and $40 a movie.
Yeah, I showed on my show New Year's Eve a laser disc of the Poseidon Adventure. It had a $50 price tag on it when it was new.
Yeah.
$50 for one movie, and it had the trailer and there were no like extras.
Well,
like
Laserdiscs were
Big
a
Thugs or anything.
step up above. They were a step above VHS.
And I like the Criterion collection of laser discs. Those are like the top shelf laser discs.
Yeah, I've got some of those too. But Laserdiscs today, they look like VHS now.
Well,
compared to
if you're looking
Blu-ray.
on an LED TV, yes, but if you're using like an old school TV with a tube, it still looks pretty darn good.
Right.
Would you not agree?
I agree. So, yeah. Well, I guess what time is it? It's 5 after 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Bedtime. Here's the Poseidon Adventure laser disc. Turn around. Look at the Poseidon Adventure laser disc in plastic.
I have that laser disc.
Well, mine has the price tag on it, sir. And it It says $49.98. Can you see
I
that?
have it. I have it on DVD from Fox with a double feature with it's got the Poseidon Adventure and it's got what was the movie where they went on the inside of a human body? What was that movie?
Oh,
What was it?
oh God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course. Fantastic Journey.
Fantastic Voyage.
Fantastic Voyage. Is that it?
I've had that DVD for a long time. In the Poseidon Adventures on it and Fantastic Voyage from Fox Video.
I think it is Fantastic Voyage. And Fox and Irwin Allen were so cheap, they used the interior sets for the season 2 premiere Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the first color episode.
Joshua
used the
Smith is watching. Hey, Joshua, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Josh. It is Fantastic Voyage, 1966, filmed in 65.
Yeah,
And I think Raquel Welch was in that
she was. She died this year too, or 2023.
in 2023. Yeah. We're already in 2024. Can you believe
You know,
it?
she was in a Western that I liked with she was in a movie called Hanny Calder with Ernest Borgnine. And that was one of my favorite Westerns, Hanny Calder.
James Doohan was in the Fantastic Voyage from Star
Who?
Trek. Scotty from Star Trek.
Oh.
And James Brolin was in it. Did you know that? James Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Pleasance. Everyone knows Donald Pleasance from Halloween.
Josh Brolin is a better actor than his dad. James Brolin was not a great actor, in my opinion, but that's a different.
Yeah, remember? Oh, Mother of God, I'm coming apart. Amityville Horror.
No, he's married to Barbara Streisand.
His first and the mother of Josh was a terrible alcoholic. Josh is James Brolin's ex-wife.
Was she in showbiz?
Died of alcoholism, huh?
Was she in showbiz?
Yes, she was. She did a few things. Here, let me pull it up. I'll tell you her name. He was married to Jan Smithers from WKRP in Cincinnati between 86 and 1995. Jane Cameron, A-G-E-E-E, married in 66, divorced in 1984. And they were on Tattletales together. She was drunk on Tattletales, his first wife. And he was in a Patty Duke show episode, season 3, James Brolin was. And guess who played his girlfriend in this Patty Duke? This is interesting to me.
Who?
Kim Carnes, the singer. She was trying to be an actress. She had a speaking role. She played the wife of James Brolin and a mother. She shows up in a baby carriage with a little baby. And Patty has a crush on him. He's the handyman. James Brolin's playing a guy fixing up.
She had that hit song, Betty Davis Eyes.
That was like, she was a one-hit wonder. And she had that raspy voice. She kind of sounded like a female Rod Stewart to me.
But I like Betty Davis Eyes. I thought that was
I do like that song too. It's catchy. But she was an actress back in 1965 on the Patty Duke show. Unbelievable. I've mentioned Patty Duke twice tonight. Unreal. I snuck Patty in there. I guess we should go. Sarah texted me. I've been listening to us all day on Fistful of Radio. Thank you. Yeah, I aired the episode we did today. I think ran on Fistful or tonight. Yeah, cool. Cool. On text back.
Well, this was a test, and it turned out to be more than a test. Well, that's okay. I had nothing to do, and TV was kind of boring anyway tonight.
And we we went almost 2 hours, and you didn't even look at the watch. You normally be going at 90 minutes, you get really antsy and you start looking around and you're like, all right, we got to say goodbye. We got to say goodbye. We got to say goodbye. We got to say goodbye.
This is a little bit different. We didn't have a topic. It's just a chit chat, which is fine. Yeah. I've
gotten compliments. People are like, I like it better when you and Al just talk. You, Al, and Tom just talk, and you don't really have you call it an agenda. I call it preparation, but a lot of people just like the banter between people. Right. I mean, that's just the kind of stuff they like to listen to and watch. They don't want to be lectured,
I'll go back and watch this on YouTube tomorrow.
You will? That's cool.
It's on YouTube right now.
You narcissist. I'm joking.
Well, I need to promote. People need to go to the YouTube page and go to Hardy Entertainment - Al's Place and subscribe. Now you can give yourself a plug.
Oh, well, my show is The Nostalgic Pod Blast. I did share this in the Nostalgic Pod Blast Facebook group from your group. Now, your Facebook group is Nostalgia Rewind, right, Al?
Right. Now, on Facebook, I'm Nostalgia Rewind, which we're on now. Plus, I'm on Twitch. Now, I'm on Twitch as Movie Albert on Twitch.
Yes, indeed.
Movie
Yes.
Albert.
Yes, indeed. And so yeah, Nostalgic Pod Blast. Just Google it. I mean, I can't believe you ever Google your show. Google the Nostalgic Pod Blast. Look at all the stuff that comes up. It's unreal. But
So did you share this show?
yes, on the Pod Blast Facebook group, I did.
Okay, all right.
And
Cool.
I'll actually rip it and put it on the Pod Blast YouTube channel later. I'll rip it with your
Oh, okay.
permission. I'll take it.
Well, I think StreamYard records the show, don't they?
It does. So you'll have a recording, and also it'll convert it to an MP3,
Tom is-
and
hey,
it
Tom is back.
equalizes
Wait a
the
minute.
levels. What?
Hold
What?
on, Tom is back.
Hey, he can't sleep.
Tom is
We're
back.
still going.
Well, that's because you guys just keep waking me up. I don't know what the problem is. I can hear you over here. He said I can't even open my eyes. No.
It's like,
It was the Sam Kinison.
That's it. Anyway.
Come here, Hodge, come here. It's gonna be sand. You see this in 100 years? It's gonna be sand.
like,
It was weird. I had to prove like 3 people on your page there, Albert. I don't know why. Kim Ponder tried to get in.
well, I don't. Maybe Kim Partner hadn't joined. Thanks for joining, though, Kim. I'm glad you approved him. You know.
Yeah. So there were several people there that I had to prove. I don't know why. Anyway,
It's because the AI is taking over, artificial intelligence.
that's what it is.
Oh, Jerry, do you see Jerry's comment? Yes, they don't call me the dean of Nostalgia World for nothing. And he says you both can promote Nostalgia World for me. Yes, Nostalgia World on Facebook. It's a great
Yeah.
group.
Nostalgia World on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, then, Jerry, go to Hardy Entertainment -Al's Place.
Tom
And
always gets the
subscribe.
short end of the stick. We've got to promote
That's
his
okay.
too. No,
Nah.
it's not okay. Go ahead.
Tom, promote your page.
Well, it's nostalgia. It's Basil's original flavor nostalgic pod blast or nostalgic podcast. Pardon me, not blast. So that way I differentiate from Chances. Our original title was Pod Blast.
Which
But,
you actually came
Right.
up with. I've got to give credit where credit's due because of a screwed up text where it auto incorrected cast to blast. And then you're
Right.
like, hey, I
Now,
like
how?
that.
Yeah, that's right. How the Nostalgic Pod Blast came up when we were setting the Facebook page up. Tom had said Nostalgia Pod Blast instead of podcast, and it just sort of stuck.
It did. And that's why the logos look similar because they're
Right.
we're all still kind of together, but we're not together. Does that make sense?
Well, but we're getting the band back together again.
And then
slowly.
Tom is always the one that does all those wonderful graphics.
But you know,
Absolutely.
it's one of those things where we all have different names, but we all like I've already shared this to my page,
Oh,
So that-
good.
and you know, for what it's worth, and you know, my membership is growing, but I don't promote it like you guys do. I think Chance has got like 5,000 or 6,000 members now, and I think Al's got a couple thousand.
Well, I've got 2,100. You know, but I have a baby boomers page that's got 5,700.
Right.
And
and
I don't promote that at all. They just join.
Which one is that, Al? That's the one for the Wilmington?
Yeah,
No?
it's called
Oh, yeah.
Baby Boomers. I have 5,700 subscribers
wow.
on Baby Boomers.
Well,
But that-
we're-
Do you promote your show on Baby Boomers or your page or whatever you call it?
I
Nostalgia Rewind.
promote the Rewind page, Nostalgia Rewind.
Good. You should. I'm glad you do. I was afraid you were going to say no. Good.
No, I do.
Yeah, I very seldom promote the podcast on my personal page. Very, very seldom will I do that. But you know, hey,
I don't do it on my personal page either. So
Yeah.
I
maybe
share it
do.
on my personal. That's about it. Yeah, I don't. If people want to join, they'll join. They don't want to see it. If they haven't joined the group, they don't care. And so
Right.
I don't want to tick anyone off. You know, but I will share it in my personal for the heck of it.
now
You don't know what you're missing.
You don't TikTok at all, right, Chance?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
I don't.
Now, is there a reason you don't TikTok, or you just don't have
There
time?
is. I don't trust it. Hey, Sarah just joined the chat. My
Hey,
flop.
Sarah.
Hey, sir.
I bought into the negative hype, I guess, that China owns it, spyware and all that. But I understand. Al made a good point, and so did you, that everything's spying on us. Our phones are spying on us. When you talk about, gee, I wish I had a Pepsi right now, you'll get Pepsi ads. Everything's listening to us. There's cameras everywhere. So what's the difference? But I know there's a lot of good entertainment on there, hilarious stuff.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Yeah. Well, it's. I'll be at work, and we'll be talking about something, and it'll pop up on somebody's phone. So an ad will pop up or whatnot, and same with Al and same with you. I mean, like you just said about Pepsi, everyone's listening. I've got Alexas in the house, and even though I'm listening to Al's place on TuneIn Radio, by the way, you can go to Al has a separate music channel. I listen to it on Alexa all the time.
Mhm.
And,
I appreciate that.
Nice.
It's a great little channel, but it's commercial free, and he plays a lot of these standards and them great American standards, which is great. And then now, Chance, you have started playing music as well.
Yes, on Fistful of Radio and retro music cuts. And Al actually was so nice. He recorded some sounders for me in his studio about 7 months ago.
You still use those?
Oh gosh, yeah. And
Oh.
I did the sampling because I had a cool sound effect I wanted from a compact disc, and you recorded
Right.
it, and I use that as well to bridge. I put two TV themes, which you don't typically hear on the radio, amongst the songs, just to be different. You know what I mean? Like I'll play the Beverly Hillbillies theme or something like that, or a classic commercial jingle to mix it up. Things you can't hear on terrestrial radio.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because you don't hear those. Even when those albums came out, you heard them every once in a while, but not so often. Now on Fox tonight, they played a MASH reunion thing. Did you know that, Chance?
No, I wish I had known that on the Fox network. Oh wow,
yeah, Fox network, and it was they had interviews with McLean Stevenson and all the people that have passed away, but it was like a reunion show, and I didn't know it was on, but I came home and there it was. And
on it. Well, I wonder that would stream after the fact, because if it was ABC, I'd say it'd be on Hulu, but I don't think Fox stuff streams anywhere, or does it?
Hey, can I interrupt here a second?
Yeah.
I got to take Sonny out to pee, so you guys talk. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
What, you can take Sonny out to pee? I just took Telly out to go to the bathroom.
Hey, I'm going to Google that, Tom, because Fox, the network, like CBS streams on Paramount Plus, ABC on Hulu. Where the heck is the Fox network stuff streaming? It must be somewhere. Max or let me look. Or Disney owns. Well, Disney doesn't own the Fox network though. They own the library.
Well, they don't own the Fox broadcast network.
That's what I'm saying. Correct. So
that's a good question. I don't know where they stream, because I don't think they stream on Hulu. You're right.
ABC streams there, and NBC streams on their streaming service, Peacock.
Right.
Where the heck does Fox stream?
Maybe Fox
I should know that.
Maybe Fox Nation.
Oh, with the Fox News thing.
I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. But I don't know that they. I don't know that they restream anything. That's a good point. Anybody out there know?
That would be the only one that doesn't do that. Okay. Well, I see you can watch Fox without cable on DirecTV, Hulu with live TV. Okay, it must be on Hulu.
Well, that's interesting.
But you never know if the internet's telling the truth. This could be BS.
That's true. You never know. You never know.
And I don't have Hulu.
Now, do you ever have to take your rabbit out to go the bathroom?
No, she goes in her hay box, and it's so easy to clean. And the cool thing is their feces don't smell. Now,
Really?
the TT, as I call it, the urine does.
Yep.
But and most of what she eats is hay, but I also have some vet like basically dog food for rabbits,
Right.
dry food, and then also she loves what do you call that? Basil. No, basil. No, she likes what is it?
Basil, thyme.
Parsley, but she likes it's not parsley. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain toot. That'll come to me.
Okay. Well, she eats a lot of lettuce too, right? Does she eat lettuce?
Yes,
Lettuce?
she will. She likes the core. Like that's a good thing. If I get a bagged salad and it's got that core, they give you that crummy core. She'll eat that. She loves that nasty core
Really?
that we don't like to eat. Yeah, she loves that.
I'm back.
But
Wow.
she's a vegetarian, of course, as you would imagine. Rabbits don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Largo is their true classification. Sarah says, "Hi, sweet Chance. Hey, back at you, Sarah."
Well, Al's gone again.
I'll be right back.
Facebook user, if that's Jerry, says, "Well, I guess I gotta go. My girlfriend's telling me to get off of here because all I'm doing is watching you say something every few minutes. So I will send you what I normally have. 3 group having a Star Trek night." I don't know what he's saying. We'll talk soon. Peace out. All right, Jerry. Thanks for popping in. Hope I didn't be too redundant there. I guess you maybe I'm repeating myself. I guess that's what he's saying. I don't know.
Is Jerry leaving?
Well, is that him that said he's leaving? My girlfriend's calling me to get off the computer. Put
Jerry,
it on the screen, please. I'm sorry. I sound like I'm barking orders at you. Put it on the screen. There it is. Does it say Jerry Dobson?
no, it doesn't.
Yes, is.
It
I
just
gotta
says-
go. My girlfriend's telling me to get off here because all I'm doing is watching you say something every few minutes. So I will send you what I normally have. 3 group having a.
Jerry, that's what happens on a podcast. People say things every few minutes. In our case, especially mine, every maybe 5 hours. Every hour.
Speaking of 5 hours, do you all know that you've gone 2 hours and 5 minutes?
This is unusual for Al because after 90 minutes, he perks up and he's like, "Okay, we got to wrap it up. We got to go.
Yeah.
All right, say goodbye. We got to go. Say goodbye."
Yeah.
But we do want to see a movie, Tom. But when you signed off, we were talking about maybe seeing Wonka at Phipps. Are you game for that? I know you're a busy man. I mean, schedule permitting, and if your car gets worked out, maybe we could do that soon.
Okay.
I mean, is that a movie you'd like to see in the theater? You'd invest in? I might have a free pass.
Yeah, that's a movie you would want
Wow.
to go see in the theater.
Well, why don't you give Tom one of your free tickets?
Yeah. You're an A-lister, so you don't need one, Al.
I don't need a ticket. I mean, I can get in free.
Really?
Well, I mean, I pay every month, but I get to see 3 movies a week.
That's right. That's right. Well, I definitely will hook Tom up. Absolutely. It'll be my treat.
All right,
So we'll
guys.
just figure out when we can do it.
Oh, my
Not-
friend Michael Furlinger's watching. Hey, Michael. He lives in Florida.
Hello, Michael.
Michael used to own the Plaza Theater here in
Oh,
Atlanta.
really?
Yeah, he was one of the owners.
Wow.
In fact, Michael was here for the grand opening, reopening of the Terra back in, what would they open in May? Yeah.
Now, Chance, have you seen Steve Krem's?
Happy New Year, Michael. What?
Yeah. Have you seen Steve Krem's ads or rather Facebook posts about all the film and stuff that he's going to get rid of?
I don't think he doesn't know Steve. I don't. Krams,
really?
I don't think. No.
I don't think I know him.
Wow.
He has a warehouse over in College Park, and he's moving to Mapleton in a smaller warehouse, and he's got tons of films for sale.
Oh, wow.
Was that the guy, Al, that had all the vinegar prints you were telling me about? Like everything smelled like vinegar?
No, I don't think that was the guy.
It was some guy you were meeting. Okay. He'd come into a lot of film, as I recall.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
That wasn't him. That must have been somebody else. Wasn't Mike? I mean, it wasn't Steve.
This is going back a couple of years too.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just chatting. Nothing. Because, like I told before, I mean, Tom worked today at the Weather Channel, but I haven't left the house all day. In fact, I haven't gotten dressed. I stayed in sweatpants and a T-shirt all day. I didn't even take a shower today either.
That's TMI, sir.
Wait, how many days has it been, Al?
I took a shower 2 days ago.
Okay, good
Oh
for you.
man.
But,
Who
but I
smells
haven't-
better? You or Sonny right now?
I don't stink. I mean, but I haven't been anywhere.
Well, Yeah, okay.
I haven't been anywhere.
Well, you don't necessarily have to go somewhere to stink.
The last time I went anywhere, I went to mass. I went to mass on Sunday, and that's it.
Oh,
Haven't been
And what, you
anywhere else
bathed
since.
after or before?
Oh, I bathed Saturday night.
That's what there's a song about that. Isn't that what they used to do in the old days? They take a bath on Saturday night once a week.
I took a shower Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night.
you know what movie I watched this morning? It was, and I haven't seen it in many years. And Chance, I'm sure you've never seen it, but I'm sure Al has, and I'm sure Al will say, "Oh, I've seen that movie hundreds of millions of times." Is The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant.
I've got that on DVD, but it's okay. I mean, Cary Grant plays an angel, and David Niven wants to build a church, and the lady that has got a lot of money is real. She's real hard to get along with, and she doesn't want to give him the money. But anyway, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it a lot.
There's the dude.
But a lot of those old black and white movies say that TCM shows and stuff. I have seen those movies so many times. I'm just tired of watching them. I don't want to watch Casablanca again. I've seen it. I mean, it looked great at the Tower on the big screen when we went and saw it back in September. But, as far as watching on television, I'm tired of watching those old black and white movies.
Yeah. Does it smell, Chance?
Not at all. This
What?
is a
What
Dukes of
smells?
Hazzard Christmas I had pulled for us to have like a little holiday cheer, which we already did. We did watch some film, but this is a very desirable episode. It's really good and funny. Sorrel Boak as Boss Hogg is hysterical in this. He's like basically Scrooge. He's Scrooge in this, basically.
I like
What's that?
I like the real.
Yeah, that's a 2-scan from Australia. That's where this print came from, was Australia.
Australia.
Wow. Imported. Yeah, I've got several of these Dukes of Hazzards. They were hard to find.
Did you buy it from Australia? Or,
yes, I did. I had it imported.
Did
Some Incredible Hulks. It's the same guy who worked at a TV station. Like, he's an Al Hardy type, and so I think he got them for free. But I bought all the Incredible Hulks he had. I bought Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man, and Dukes of Hazzard.
So, did it cost more to ship it than you paid for the film?
Excellent question, and you're correct. The shipping was more. Than the film.
Yeah, if it's coming from another country, yes, it's expensive.
But they put it on a boat. That's back when they had surface shipping. So I still got a good rate, but it took forever to get it. They put it on a boat.
Now, I wonder if it would be cheaper now because eBay has a thing where you send it to like I sent. I think I sold Bride of Frankenstein, and I sold it to a guy. Brazil or somewhere over there. I went to an place in Tennessee, and then they shipped it to Brazil. So I just had to pay for it. So I don't know.
This is the Air Force print. AFARTs or Armed Forces. And I was going to tell you, we were talking about Shecky Green earlier. And one of the Fall Guys with him was so hard to find. You know why? It was about boxing. And it had all these real boxers and all these boxing nuts scooped up every print. It's called TKO. The second one with Shecky Green from season 3 of that show. And that was like one of the last prints I could find when I built my whole collection of episodes. And the 2 Roy Rogers ones, the 2 Elvira ones, those were hard to get. And the one with the Motown stars.
Well,
where they're singing their own song. Yeah, I've got both Elviras. Yes.
And the color's good on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I even put, did you see this, Tom? I took the TV Guide ad and put it on the can. And yes, I keep the can cracked so it doesn't go vinegar on me. But there's that's from October 31st, Halloween night, 1984 is when that first aired on ABC.
That's an old Viacom can.
Yes. Very good.
Yellow Viacom.
Most of the Fall Guys are on 20th Century Fox Red reels. For some reason, that one was transferred by a collector, I guess.
I remember the day that me and Tom Hudgens, God rest his soul, the Space Coyote Cowboy. Hello. Anyway, hello. what was popular was those gray or rather they were brown shipping containers. Al, did you ever get into collecting those and putting your film in them?
What was that again? What can was
I
that?
have some.
Those
I have some of those.
those tan shipping containers made of plastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes those
Yeah.
are hard to open though.
Well,
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those, from Swank. Swank had the green ones, and Paramount had the blue ones.
Yeah, me and Hugins bought a whole bunch of them. They were all yellow, but that's just what they had, and they were pretty cool. They were pretty cool back then.
U.S. government.
Yeah.
That was, I think that's a Gomer Pyle or something.
Yeah.
The original ad.
Yeah.
I was going to show you this too.
Now, what show did Gomer Pyle knock off the air? Do you remember?
What show did he get off the air? Oh,
Yeah. No,
What now?
what show did Gomer Pyle?
The
knock off-
Munsters.
No, that wasn't the Munsters.
What,
That
the
was
Munsters?
Batman that knocked the Munsters off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What show knocked off Gomer Pyle?
Gomer
You're asking
Pyle
me.
was on
No,
CBS.
No.
It was on
what-
CBS.
What Gomer? What? Let me start over. What show did Gomer Pyle, USMC, knock off the air because it got better ratings than they did?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Addams
Tom. You got
Family?
me. F Troop.
No.
Was it
Addams-
during the black and white? Only one season was black and white of Gomer. Early was it when it was new?
Yeah.
Gomer it was kind of new.
Yeah, when it was on CBS. I think Gomer was on CBS.
Gomer was on
It was.
CBS. Well, the show that it knocked off, was it on CBS as well?
Yeah. Well, I think it had just gone to NBC. It was a Jack Benny show
Oh, I never
Oh, well,
would've gotten
I
that.
could understand
never
that.
would've gotten that.
because he didn't want to. Jack Benny did not want to go up against Gomer Pyle because he didn't want to be taken out by some hayseed guy, So at least that's what they say. I don't know.
Yeah, Jack Benny was NBC.
Yes, but
And
but
the violin.
well, it was CBS too. No, it was CBS too. It was
Oh,
CBS.
but he ended up on NBC, correct?
Yeah, he was all over the place. He was with whoever gave him a better deal. Yeah.
Hello to Joseph Moore. He's commenting on YouTube, Al. If you want to put his
Oh, hey,
comment on
Joseph.
check out
Thank
this
you.
reel, Tom. This is Gilligan's Island, perfect color, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Oh wow, no kidding.
Perfect color from season 2, the first color season of Gilligan's Island.
Any smell?
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. I love that theme song. The other day, I was at a grocery store getting something at the customer service counter, and this beautiful African American woman says, "You look like somebody." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, Gilligan."
The last time Chance came over here and did a show, he brought a Flintstones. He says, "Oh, this has got all the original commercials in it." And we went downstairs to thread it. I threaded up the projector. We started watching it. There was no commercials in
I
it.
found the right reel.
What a disappointment that was.
Well, no. The fortunate part
Right
about
there.
it was
What?
he thought somebody who will go nameless
Oh yeah.
borrowed the commercials out
Well,
of
he
the
he
print.
said he found the other one. So I don't
So
know.
thank God that was not the case. That was
Wow.
not the case, which was a good thing.
Yeah, it was good that I was mistaken. I wasn't sure because Al got me all wound up talking about how
Well,
this person took allegedly. We don't know. You may wind up finding that film for all you know. I mean, it's possible. I'm
I
just saying.
don't think so. I'll look for that film. But anyway, that episode of the Flintstones was not very good either.
God, you just complain. Well, the color wasn't bad. If the color were bad, he complained about that. If he
It
liked it,
wasn't one of the better episodes.
Now, do you have any Jetsons?
yes,
You do.
yes, and Top Cat.
Wow. Top Cat was my favorite when I was a youngster. Top Cat. It was Joseph Moore said, "Happy New Year to you, Sarah." Well, Happy New Year.
Here's the Flintstones with the original commercial. In my hot little hand, and I marked it with tape so I won't make the same mistake. Look at it. Look, it's
Yeah.
filled to the brim. Half-hour show. and no smell, no vinegar odor. And let me see what if there's a title on here. I hate this leader. Now the film's fine, but the leader's warped. I don't like this kind of leader.
Yeah,
That plastic leader warps up real bad.
Yeah.
some of
Can,
that
now, can
Kodak-
it screw up the film? Can it spread to the film itself?
No,
The leader?
no.
Okay.
But it's probably Kodak later. Kodak was famous for doing that.
But I think you can see in the grooves maybe the commercials. No, maybe not. But this is definitely the one with the ads. So
Yeah.
next time we get together and do the Phipps Theater movie jaunt, I'll bring this and we can watch it in Al's basement. And look, it's even labeled. Isn't that nice?
Go. Yeah.
Are you sure that's the right one?
I just said you weren't listening. You were checked out.
I
labeled
was
it.
looking. I was looking at the comments. I wasn't paying attention.
That's fine. I labeled it.
Yeah.
I labeled it. It is hard to do this by yourself on StreamYard where you're juggling comments, clips. You're trying to stick to your agenda or script, if you will, or, or what you're trying to accomplish. And it's tough. We need a staff. I need a staff. That's why I love it when we're all together. I don't have to focus. Like right now, you're taking the workload off me. I don't have to fool with clips.
Well, I'm gonna move my monitor one day. That way
That'll be the day.
I'll have it over here instead of over here.
What?
It went from my moving my monitor to I'm gonna move it one day.
See,
So
it's
make up your
behind me.
mind. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
move
put
it
it
back.
right here. I'm gonna put it right here instead of back here.
Al, let me ask you this. Did you even move yourself today? Like your body?
From the couch to the kitchen to eat, and then I went back to the couch.
Well, at least you weren't out in that cold, except for when you had to walk Sonny.
The only time I went out was when I took Sonny out. That was it.
Yeah, I went and played Scrabble with Mom today, and she made me black-eyed peas, cornbread for good luck, and I found that $300. I found
who
three
won?
$100 bills.
Well,
who
you're going
won
to
the-
share that $300. You're going to buy food from
We already
the Chinese place.
Who won
What
at
we-
Scrabble? Who won?
Sir?
Who won at Scrabble?
Oh. It was a draw. She won game 1. I won game 2. We usually will play 4 games, but I
Right.
didn't show up until like 2 or 3. She had stuff to do this morning. Normally I'd get there around 11 and I'll bring lunch. I'll bring burgers or something.
Right.
And so we just played 2 games and we each won one. And that's usually the way it is. We usually have a split. But I love the game because, and by the way, on Wheel of Fortune, I can solve those puzzles like I've never been able to in my life from playing Scrabble. I think it's making me think in a linear fashion where I see the blank spaces, I'm like pretending like I'm playing Scrabble because you're trying to form words when you play Scrabble, as you know, and you're also using mathematics skills when you're adding the points. So you really do use your brain. I like to keep Mom active. Not that Mom's failing in any way. She's as, sharp as a tack. But I just like that we have that time, and Dad doesn't want to play. Dad's there too. I'm like, play with us. And he's like, nah, I don't want to play Scrabble. He's not interested. Anyway,
Well,
I visit them at their house once a week.
maybe you can throw out a word or two every once in a while.
Yeah. But I did help move some Christmas stuff to the basement, heavy things.
I still
There
got we still got our Christmas stuff up. We're gonna probably take it down over the weekend because it's such a beautiful tree and whatnot. So
Is it a real
some
tree?
Some people leave their tree up all the time.
it's a fake
I
tree.
do. I have a tree. I have one tree. It's a white artificial tree, obviously, and I keep it up year round. Isn't that crazy? I do.
Right.
No, no, it's not crazy.
I just love Christmas. Is your
Yeah.
tree artificial, Tom, or is it real?
Yeah, it's artificial. Yeah, don't know where to go. Sorry, all you purists out there.
Well, your dogs you have a lot of dogs. They might like choke on the needles too, the pine needles,
That's very true.
or make a mess.
That's very true.
I like the smell of a spruce tree anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you can fake that with some scented candles.
That's true.
Joseph's asking, have you ever played Phase 10? I've never even heard of Phase 10. I think I would like it if it's a word game. I love word games. Have you ever played Phase 10? Tom, do you know what that is?
No, I've never heard of that one either.
Be right back.
Phase 10. Wait a minute. Chance is going to go, and he's going to pull out Phase 10. He's going to see if he has it, and he probably does, knowing him.
This is my Scrabble. Mom has her own, but this is mine. We never use this one. We use the one that she brings, but Listen, Tom, we play like it's chess because I know there's 4 S's. There's only 4 tiles with the letter S. And so I'll look, okay, there's 3 S's. So one's out there somewhere. I'm going to wait. I try to form like a big letter word with a Z or an X in it or a Q and get for that triple space. Anyway, I play like it's friggin' chess.
Joseph said, what is sequence? He said, have you ever played sequence?
No, Sarah, I've not. I've never even heard of it.
Joseph.
No, my flock said that.
That's Sarah.
Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Sorry.
Well, if you ever play, you like card games. You played Uno, right? And you
I played that before.
Yeah, but have you ever played Milborns? It's a French card game. It's actually quite good. Milborns. There's one called Rook, which is a card game. And then there's Old Maid. You ever played Old Maid?
Yes.
Yeah. I have this sealed. I've never played it. I won it off the Game Show Network when I won a refrigerator and a trip and a Wheel of Fortune 20. They sent me this and another one. I can't find the other one right now. It's called Quelf. I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah.
But they sent that to me.
Now, have you ever played Ticket to Ride? That's not the Beatles song.
Yeah.
Ticket to Ride. It's actually a very good game. It's very, very good.
I've never heard of Ticket to Ride. Just
Yeah,
the Beatles song, and that's it.
No, it's not the Beatles song I'm talking about. There's a
looking
European
at the wrong
version, and there's matter of fact, it was even on Big Bang Theory. They were going to play it. I even sent a picture of it to a girl named Alex at work. We played it during Vacation Bible School when we did the production for the church. And there was like a 2 or 3 hour lull. Then they come back. So we went downstairs and into the cafeteria and we played Ticket to Ride, which was fun.
I've heard of that. I want to play Ticket to Ride. It sounds like it's interesting.
It
There's
is.
my 25th anniversary Wheel of Fortune pendant. Look, Al, can you see?
I see it.
See the little wheel?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting very sleepy, Al. You've gone over 2.5 hours, Al.
Sonny
Sonny's
is
wondering
down
what's going on, Al. Are you an
Sonny is down
imposter?
here next to me? Yeah.
Anyway.
No, Tom is the one that's getting sleepy.
Yes, I'm getting very sleepy.
Well, they'll have
All right.
coffee. Those dealerships.
But the thing about it is, he'll sign off and then be wide awake,
Yeah, that's right.
That's what
and then he'll
happens
get on, and then he'll
dogs.
get on TikTok.
It's right. That's right. Okay. Well, you all have fun. I'm anxious to see just how long. No, we've never played food strip poker.
I've never
Sarah,
heard of that.
you don't want to
Like
see our
that.
junk.
How do you play that?
Food strip poker. Do tell.
Nah, I think that was just a typo. Anyway,
Oh, strip poker.
yeah, I'll leave you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Well, I am a ham, but
Oh, sleep well.
I am a ham, Sarah. So food, yeah. So we could do ham food strip poker, I guess. But Quelf. Oh, you got our names up. Hey, everybody, subscribe to My Flock on YouTube. That's Sarah's channel. She's the best, and I really appreciate her listening to Fistful of Radio. Oh my gosh, so supportive and sweet.
And on my side, it says Alan Chance. It'll say Al's place when I redo everything. This was just a test. Where did you go?
Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Al, I had to I just wanted to put that Quelf game back on the shelf and then another.
Oh, I see. I like that Wheel of Fortune thing. Why don't you give that to me? I'd like to have that.
Oh man, everybody wants that. It's a good luck charm.
I'll give you a Fall Guy poster for it.
Let me show you again. It's cool. It came with this nice little velvet pouch. I played me winning that. I played with Tracy Gold, the actress, and Fred Rogan, who was with NBC Sports at the time. And let me turn it around. There. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
It's hypnotic. There. That's a good shot of it.
I'll take it.
I know you would, but it's pretty rare and it's not for sale. It's private win. You couldn't find this on Amazon or in stores. It was just Game Show Network only prize. Love it. Samantha took it from me one time. She returned it though.
Oh, that's good.
She lied and said she didn't, and she fessed up. So I took it. There it is. Yeah. I like to look at that, Al. Look at the 10.
Oh, that's
Cool. Wheel 25.
I'll take it.
I'm a wheel watcher. I love Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be weird when Pat Sajak's no longer hosting. It'll be Ryan Seacrest from Atlanta, Georgia hosting.
I don't like him especially.
You got to say your
I don't know
trademark
why.
line.
I just don't care for him.
You got to say your trademark line. I didn't care for that. I didn't care for
I
him.
don't care for him. Man. It's all right. I mean, I don't dislike him. I just,
Well, there's some people that are overexposed that you see too much and you get burned out on them. I like Steve Harvey. He's kind of overexposed. And I suppose Seacrest.
Steve
is
Harvey. All you ever see him on his Family Feud. How's he overexposed?
Not so. He has a judge show. He's a judge now.
I don't
TV
watch that
judge.
though. I have no idea about that.
He's
I
a
never
talk
watched
show
it.
host. I don't know if that talk show's still on the air. He used to do it out of Chicago.
Yeah.
Daytime talk. Anyway, Joseph says, I've already subscribed to Sarah. Thank you, Joseph. She's a sweetie. Please subscribe to Al if you want. Al
Yeah.
Hardy Entertainment, if you want.
That's right. Hardy Entertainment - Al's Place on YouTube.
He does have really cool films. He'll do like a digital conversion of a 16mm film, like a Three Stooges,
Yeah.
when he can, when the bots don't attack him, the copyright bot.
Well, I put a whole episode of Three Stooges up, and they took it down after it'd been up there for a year, and they took it down. But I can show clips, but they didn't want me to run a complete short because Sony Pictures owns Columbia, and they complained, and YouTube took it off.
Right.
It was a great episode. But anyway,
Right.
I show the clips and that's it. I can't show a full episode anymore.
Right.
Sony's pretty bad about stuff like that, so you have to be careful.
I've had pretty good luck with Sony. And what I do is a little disclaimer, which Sarah points out doesn't mean a hill of beans, but to
Mhm.
lawyers it does. I mean, like I'll say at the beginning, I do not own these clips. I'm not profiting from these clips.
I'm not sure that helps any, but I guess,
I think I think it's better than not doing it when you're legally saying, lawyers love that, where you're admitting, I don't own this. I was not, I'm not claiming ownership of this, because that's why the bots do their thing. Is it's almost like it's implied that you own the clip by just running it in many cases. So anyway, I just do that. And instantaneously, yeah, it wouldn't do any good. If a bot recognizes something, it's going to screw up your stream. I just mean like after the fact, you know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever.
I'm monitoring on my Nostalgia Rewind page, and it's so far behind. It's now just showing the clip of Paper Moon. How is that possible?
I do not know. I don't think that's right. I think if you refresh your phone,
Yeah,
it'll.
probably so.
You just got to refresh it. It's not that far behind.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sarah says CBS took down a 6-hour show of mine. Oh no. What was the clip, or what was the topic? What was the deal? A 6-hour show. That sucks. Now, I had a problem with one I did where I counted down the top 55 Billboard charted TV theme songs of all time. And that was a pretty good show because I was in a good mood, drank coffee. I was doing the stupid dancing. And look, I'm my own worst critic. So I don't think I'm that great,
Right.
but it was a fun show, let's just say. And it was up for a month. And then there's a group out of France called Believe Music, and they're fraudulent. They don't own the rights to what they claim they do. And they're hoping that you'll send them a royalty, and people do that. And
I've never heard from them. So
well, look up videos. There's several videos on YouTube. Just look up Believe Music, and you'll see other content creators complaining about them. And they are a definite scam operation out of France. And I don't know why YouTube.
The only
credits
problem
them.
I had on YouTube was with Sony Pictures, and that's it. Nothing else. I've never had an issue.
Well, I don't understand why YouTube recognizes them or takes their word for it as being the owners of content they don't even friggin' own. Hey, good night, everyone, says Joseph Moore. Yeah, it's almost midnight. We should probably
I
say
know, Jim.
goodbye. Now, in Sarah's neck of the woods, it's not even 9 o'clock, but that's in Southern Cal.
Well, yeah, it's just about 9 o'clock. It's like our time. It's 11:53. Was it 11? Yeah, 53 p.m. I'm usually in bed.
Not to
by
be
then.
confused with AM. I know with the way you said that, I can tell by your tone of voice. It's a little late. You too, Joseph. Have a good night. and thanks for stopping by. I guess Sarah tipped you off about Al's stream, or do you know Joseph Moore, Al?
I don't know. I've heard of him, but I don't know him personally. No.
Okay.
Does he have a page, a Facebook?
Well, we'll
page?
find out after. When I click it, I can't tell at the moment. I'll have to go to YouTube. I'm in
okay.
the StreamYard little room.
I'm glad he hung around.
Sarah says, I'll send you a video because it's still on my channel, but the stream has been gone. Stream gone, so over Star Trek, which was not. LOL. I don't understand. I'll send you a video. It's still on my channel, but the stream is gone. Okay. It was over Star Trek. Okay. Cool.
I remember one time when I was working at Turner, we ran Star Trek on film, and they sent a show, and it was in French language, and so instead of English, and so I called Paramount back in L.A. and she said, "We'll get you a replacement print right out." I said, "Well, I'll just send this one back." She says, "No, just a story. We don't need it." So I kept it, and I kept that thing for a long time, and I guess I ended up trading it, or I don't know whatever happened to it, but I kept it
Do you remember what the episode was about?
because they didn't want it back. No,
Do you
I don't
remember-
remember. I don't
Oh,
remember the episode. I just
Or Death
remember
Star or anything that might
it
tip me
was
off?
in French, so, but like I said, I don't remember
Okay.
the episode.
It'd be interesting.
That's
to
a
know
long
what
time ago.
Yeah, sure. And I still have this you gave me. This is from 1967 to promote season 2 of Star Trek when it was still on NBC. I keep reaching for the wrong camera. Remember how you gave me that? This is a
That came
press-
from NBC.
you worked at the NBC affiliate in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah, I worked for an NBC affiliate, and
Cool. You gave that to me.
they gave me a bunch of promotional stuff when they use that stuff in newspapers, but after that they just threw it away, but they gave them to me.
It's a little color faded, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. And I teased you about you don't give Christmas gifts, but really, you've given me a lot
that's
of.
an original one from NBC in a
gave me
promo
that.
pack. Yeah.
And you gave me a Superman 2 vinyl record. My boxer shorts showing
My
big
soundtrack,
Lord.
the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack. You give me posters. I mean, you are a giving person, so I tease you
Mhm.
about being like Jack Benny and cheap, but you're really not. I mean, you do give gifts. I mean, whether it's on your actual birthday or Christmas, throughout the year, you give things. So I appreciate that.
Well, I still have that big Marvel banner, and I have the Marvels, and I have a Fall Guy one sheet. I've got some of those.
Do you still have the comic books I gave you? The Marvel comics?
I
You used
do.
to have them up on the wall in your home studio.
I have them still.
Cool. Because some of those are starting to get pretty valuable, even though the market's crashed like everything else in this terrible economy. That Wolverine #1 I gave you, hang on to that. Because I
Yeah,
think,
I
within 10 years or so, it's going to be a
I
hot
still
book.
have it.
I think it's it's because we'll talk offline. Nobody cares.
Oh.
It's just a good comic book.
Well, listen, this has been fun. We'll do it again another night this week.
You're gonna
Maybe
look- You'll be hooked on StreamYard once you learn. I mean, you did great tonight, but once you get more familiar with it, you're going to want to go live all the time.
well, maybe Sunday we'll do a show from here.
Cool. Like in person?
Yes.
Oh, you burped right in the mic.
Sorry. Yeah,
Can-
we can do it from here.
Cool. Why don't you go ahead and try to fart in the mic too?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Now, Sonny might. Where is it? Oh, he's gone. He was laying here at my feet. Oh, there he is. He's right over here. He moved.
Sarah, we're going to say goodnight. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Joseph Moore. I know you're no longer here. Thanks, everyone on Facebook, Jerry Dobson, anyone who watched or commented, or even if you were just lurking like Barry King. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll like StreamYard okay. I'll probably end up keeping it because it's easy to use once you learn it.
So you like this camera angle better on me?
Oh, yeah, a lot better.
My face is so friggin' fat. That's why I don't generally go for this camera. But
Look, I'm older than you. I don't look great on camera, but it's better to see. It's better to see your face instead of your top of your head.
well, I'm trying to show the collectibles, but okay. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna rip this and I'll put this whole show on the Podblast page too on YouTube, or the Pod Blast YouTube channel.
Hear this?
Oh yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll do it again real soon. Good night.
Maybe Sunday, like you said.